afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. We are back tonight once again, of course, with my team, with Brawn GP. We are heading into what would be Brawn's home Grand Prix. We are in Silverstone for tonight, which should hopefully be a pretty good race. Obviously, last time out, we had the Austrian Grand Prix in yesterday's stream, which turned out to be a very good race. We finished P4 with Enzo Fittipaldi last night, which was a great result. Only the second points of the season, and yeah, some big ones at that. We had a great race in Austria. Obviously, that rain towards the end caused a bit of a ruckus. Some people boxed towards the end. We stayed out, committed on the dry tyres and the wet conditions, and thankfully, it paid off. I think if we had a few more laps of those conditions and we're on the dry tyres, we might well have not finished the points. So, yeah, it was a great strategy call to stay out on the dry tyres, and thankfully, it worked out in our favour. So, yeah, hopefully, in Silverstone tonight, we can try and do something a little bit similar. Obviously, probably going to be unlikely, but, you know, we'll try our best. We'll try. Stones are silver, to be fair. Depends on the stone. Vincent celebrating not being the slowest car anymore in his new PFP. Facts. I think, are we third slowest now? Or are we second slowest? Hang on, let me have a look real quick. I think we're still second slowest. Where do I sit again? Research, right? Second slowest still, damn. We're very close, though. We're very, very close. We've got Racing Bull Alpine directly ahead of us. Then we've got ourselves in second to last. And then, of course, Sauber at the bottom. So, yeah, Sauber are kind of stinking up the gaff right now. So, you know, that's on them. That's on them. Vince needs to launch his out of F1 shirts. Yeah, I mean, I had a fresh load done last week, but yeah, not recently. So I need to get some new F1 shirts is what I'm hearing, really. I don't know how you've done that, actually, Jam. I have no idea how you got your car into 7th place. Then again, I guess I am running on, like, lower resource rates, so maybe... I mean, I've got a lot of R&D. I don't know, maybe you're progressing better than I am. Maybe you've got better facilities than I do. You use the minimum? I don't know. Maybe you just got your facilities upgraded quicker than I did. Thanks for the tips over the past few weeks. Went from being on 80 with all the assists to 100 with no assists. I'd love to see that, Aiden. I tell you what, doing that in a couple of weeks as well is not bad going at all. Keep it up, man. You'll be on 110 before you know it. Before you know it. Please announce I'm doing my team on 110 AI difficulty. Glad I decided to do this to myself right before Miami. Yep, you're going to regret everything you've done. Especially if it rains. You'll hate yourself even more. Look at all you guys getting towards the higher AIs now. Ah. I feel like a proud father. Look at me go. I need to start getting money for this, don't I? That's how people do it, right? They make a few people happy with, you know, tips and things. Then you got to start making a coaching career out of it. All the other teams upgraded Saramide. Possible, yeah, actually, possible. I think on my save, I did set the AI to default on their resource and stuff, so you're still showing 101. 101 is still decent though. If you're in the hundreds, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Do you reckon I can play with no steering assist on PS5? You shouldn't even be playing with steering assist, to be honest with you. If you're playing with steering assists, you shouldn't even be playing the game. You shouldn't need steering assist to help you on the track, really. As brutal as that sounds, it's true. You don't need steering assist. You don't need it. You're the master with the Padawans, exactly. Just don't tell Anakin. We all know what happened with that one, don't we? Oh, controller, so Solid 75 is working for me. You'll get there. I'm sure when you started, you were down at like 50 or something, right? So, over time, you'll get there. I promise. I'm only 5.5 seconds off from Vince. I mean, typically, I'm like a second to a second half off the esports pace, so you're only 3 seconds off the esports pace route. Think of it like that. I'm 80 AI on MotoGP, is that a W? I would probably be on like 20 AI on MotoGP. The last time I played MotoGP was it 22, I think? Let me check my Steam library real quick. Type it in. MotoGP. 21 was the last time I played a MotoGP game, and I played 2.5 hours of it. I played 2.5 hours of MotoGP 21, realized I was terrible, and yeah, I went back to F1 again. What the fuck is this text on Twitch? Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. I'm not a fan of it either. I don't like... TikTok did the same thing with their studio update. It's the exact same font. I don't know what it is, but everyone's going to that font now for some reason. I'm not getting on with it. It's very, very strange. Is the G29 steering wheel and pedal a good starter sim for F1? Yes, absolutely. It's a good starter, but no more than that, I'd say. It'll be fine to, like, get you going, but once you start making a bit of progress and stuff, you might want to look at upgrading, because, yeah, there's a lot of issues with the G29, especially if you want to advance into sim racing and stuff a bit more, so... Do I need to update my Apple something that didn't have the old font? If you're on mobile, you might not have it. If you're on desktop or something, it'll probably come around to you eventually. But yeah, it doesn't look too nice. I just updated yet because it's still the same for me. Yeah, it's probably still rolling out to everyone. But yeah, for me, it's horrible. Do you guys want to see what it looks like? For those who haven't seen it, I'll show you guys real quick before we jump into the F1. I'll show you what the font looks like now. Let me hop into a random person stream. I'll stay on theater mode. Yeah, I don't blame you. Maybe that was the idea of it. Maybe that was the idea. Right. This is the font now. I just clicked some random person stream on my hello. I just clicked some random person stream on my home channel. Look at like the font of the username. I'm pretty sure it used to be bold, right? And now it's like, I don't know, really thin italic or something like that. And like all of the writings changed down here as well. Like it's very much changed up a lot. It's very strange. Very, very strange. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it at all. Totaled up some PC parts, £911. Nice route. Love to see that. Hopefully they're good components this time as well. Ew, yeah, exactly. They're not pretty, are they? They're not pretty at all. I don't know why Twitch did that, but I'm sure we'll come around to it eventually, right? I'm sure. Rise up third-party Twitch viewers who never have to update to the upgrades that Twitch extensive shit out. Yes. Yeah, if you go third-party, you're safe. You're safe. I don't mind change sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people that hates change and stuff. But that change is very odd. Very, very odd. When have I seen the movie? Tomorrow, hopefully. I've not booked my tickets yet, but hopefully tomorrow in the afternoon I can try and watch it. As it's a wild shout, it's a 9 out of 10. I've heard so many different reviews. I've generally heard so many different reviews on the movie. I've seen some people saying like it's amazing, it's great. Obviously, you know, not quite authentic to F1, but for what it is, it's very good. And I see a lot of people saying they hate it and stuff. So I don't know. I've seen so many mixed reviews on it. So no idea, no idea. But Rick has again did here for the new profile pic. Hell yeah! Finally got updates. I've had that old profile pic for like 4 years now, something like that. Maybe even probably about 4 years. So I think it was probably due a change up. So yeah, we're going with the new PFP now finally. What up, Legend? How's it going, mate? I just looked for font style. Never been seen before. Never been seen feature exactly. Yeah. Might someone else if you want authentic F1 movie, you'll be disappointed, but it was good otherwise. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, obviously, I'm a big motorsport guy. I love motorsports, love F1, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm going to try and go into it with an open mind, but it's going to be difficult. I'm definitely going to notice things and I'll be like, wow, that was horrible. But I'm going to try and go into it open-minded. I really want to enjoy it because it does look pretty good in the trailers and stuff. So, yeah. If I can enjoy movies like Rush and Ford vs. Ferrari, I'm sure I can find a way to enjoy the F1 movie as well. So, yeah. I'll try and watch tomorrow. I think for realize it's a movie and not an F1 documentary and just have fun watching, you'll enjoy it. Yeah, I think so as well. I think so too. Like I say, like I feel like it's gonna be different to something like Drive to Survive. Drive to Survive was, yeah, just like I can't watch Drive to Survive. It just doesn't fit me in the slightest. So, yeah, we'll give the F1 movie a try tomorrow whenever I watch it. And yeah, do I watch MotoGP? No, not really. I've not watched a MotoGP race in a while. Right. So what we've got to do then? So let's have a look at the results so far for those who might have missed out on the last few results. So this is how the championship is shaping up heading into the British Grand Prix tonight. We do have Mark Webber sitting in 9th place on 28 points. Unfortunately, Mark did retire in the Austrian Grand Prix yesterday. He had a big collision at turn 1. Unfortunately, that terminally ended his race. So, yeah, unfortunately, he wasn't able to see out the race and didn't score any points. We played as Enzo yesterday and got ourselves a P4, a great result with Enzo yesterday. Hopefully, we can try and replicate that again in Silverstone. Won't be easy, obviously. I think Silverstone will be a lot trickier than Austria. But we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. You never know. And maybe we can try and get some good points in Silverstone. Who realistically expected an authentic documentary like F1 film, though? Because I didn't. I mean, it was never going to be like authentic. I mean, I don't know. I don't think films really are directed at like authenticity these days, really, are they? They're very much over-dramatized, and that's exactly what Drive to Survive was. It was heavily over-dramatized. But the problem I think a lot of people have with Drive to Survive is that it claims to be a documentary, but gets so many things wrong. And I think that was like the biggest problem with Drive to Survive is that, you know, with the F1 film, it's supposed to be like, in a way, fantasy with the whole Apex GP thing and bringing in 2 fake characters and things. Like, it's not supposed to be real, but dipped into it a little bit, I guess. With Drive to Survive, it's supposed to be a documentary about the entire season, but there's so many inaccuracies about a documentary that it's not even a documentary. You know what I mean? Like, it's very different. Very, very different. When you hear Brad Pitt's the main character, yeah, that's very true as well. When's the British GP start tonight? Any moment now. We'll get the practice underway. Is the FSR2 worth it? If I had it, I could tell you. Unfortunately, I got the FSR1, so... right, before we head into the weekend, I want to quickly adjust our components of both cars. Because I keep forgetting to do this, and eventually we're going to get another engine failure, so... first of all, chat, we need to decide who we racing us today. Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Do we drive as Mark Webber, or do we drive as Enzo today? We drove as Enzo yesterday, got points with him getting a P4 in Austria, but do we go with him again today, or do we go with Mark Webber? Let me know in the chat. Webber or Enzo? I'm up to watch tomorrow evening. I'm excited by it. Yeah. I want to watch it. Hopefully tomorrow. Hi, Lawson. Couldn't think of anything worse. Okay, I think I'm seeing a few Webbers here. I'm seeing quite a few Webbers. All right, we'll drive as Webber. Which means we've got to change the allocation again to harder. Typical. Right. Yeah, Webber was quite comfortable there. Right, let's get the components done first of all then. So, let's get Fittipaldi running on a... Number 3's fine there. We'll go number 1 for him. Number 3's good there. Energy store. Because they're number 2. Actually, no, he can go number 1 today. Turbocharge, we'll go number 2 there too. Control electronics, doesn't really matter. Gearbox, we'll stick a new one on. And then Webber, of course, we'll run an old set for the first session. These are starting to get a little bit worn, but it should be okay to use some older ones. Got number 1 here. Energy store, number 2. Turbocharger can go number 1. Back on number 2. And then another gearbox for Mark Webber as well. All right, let's do this. You guys vote Webber. So we'll be racing as Mark Webber today. Let's get going for the weekend. Let Webber use his 85 overall to get his own points. Yeah, because he's definitely done that a few times this season. The only times Webber has got points is when we've raced him. Same as Enzo, to be fair. Same as Enzo. What more guys are going, dudes? Did I see the F1 movie yet? Or tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow. I haven't booked it yet, but hopefully tomorrow I can try and go out and see it. Thoughts on the F1 movie? Not watched it. I'll let you know when I watch it. Oh, Lucas is again, mate. Right. Let's have a look then. So, looks like we are going to get a full dry weekend, which is good. No rain expected for the qualifying or the race. A little bit of cloud cover towards the end of the race, but I think it should be perfectly fine. So, everything on the car should be good to go and set. Let's get going for EP1. Race strategy, fuel measurement, and track acclimatization through today. Take the hint, I'm ignoring you, Calab. Take the hint.
It might not be race day yet, but you wouldn't know it from looking at the stands. The fans are
out. What, Lucas? Love the revamp. Glad you like it. New PFP threw me off, and I knew it was going to change. It's going to take a little bit of adapting to. I've had that logo as the PFP for so long, so it'll definitely take a little bit of adapting. It'll take a bit of time. Even though I'm not used to it. I go on my own profile, I'm like, oh, who's that? I'm not used to showing myself on the intro, basically. How's it going, Danny? Welcome in as well. Does your research max out after like season 5? I can't upgrade anything. Every season ends the same. You might have reached the end of all the trees, I'd imagine. I know once you get to like the later seasons and stuff, there's only so far you can really go with research development. So you might have already reached the end of it. It's very possible. Right, let's go on to Silverstone. And let's skip a little bit of time. And we'll start with track acclimatization, I think. Holy shit, I'm still alive? I hope so. I hope I'm not a ghost. Jam sandwich. That's new. I've not seen that one before. Are we going to hire new drivers next season? The plan is we are currently talking to Jensen Button and Esteban Ocon. I don't know if we'll sign Ocon, but I feel like Jensen's a must for this career, right? It's a must. Looks like we have got the harder tire allocation today. Okay. A little bit annoying, but should be okay. Right. Let's go out on the medium tires for track acclimatization. Let's see what happens. Also, chat, before we go out on track, we have a mod. We've introduced a new mod. And it's a very similar mod to what we had in F124 as well. However, slightly different. You'll hear it in a second.
Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green.
You won't hear it just yet.
First couple of laps.
You're going to wait until we're on track to hear it. It'll sound like the V6s for now. Am I the new mods? We brought the V8s in. I had to, chat. I had to bring the V8s in. We had the V10s on the old career. But now we've got the V8s. I think the V8s is like, it's very fitting for this car as well, you know. When Brawn was in their only season of F1, they had the V8 engine. So we had to. We had to. No, I've already got it, Nico. Already made it, don't worry. But it still sounds great though, right? The V8, the V10, it still sounds amazing. So yeah, we might use this for the entirety of their career, we'll see. I just feel like it's very fitting for Brawn GP to be using the V8 engine. Very, very fitting. We need to hit every car now. I'd imagine it will all sound the same. It might have like a slightly different whine to it maybe, but they would all sound very similar, I think. But I paid them, good cheers, dudes. If we get engine editor, I vote we uninstall the mod. I mean, yeah, V8s weren't exactly known for reliability, to be fair, so it wouldn't be a terrible shout. Would not be a terrible shout. Let's just back off a little bit here. Get these tires nice and warm. Front tires a little bit cold. Okay. Was it track colonization, right? I think we're doing. Yes, we are. Let's see if we can try and get a full house of purples. That'd be nice. On our first lap as well. That'd be perfect. I will have to adapt a little bit to the new engine sounds because the pitch notes don't quite line up with the revs like it does with the V6. So I might overshift or undershift from time to time. We'll see. How did we finish yesterday? We got P4. Yeah, let's drift a little bit wider there. Still got a purple, though. Q2 sorry, I think what your bleeding is. Yeah. I did report that issue. Again, I don't know if it's like an issue that I just get or if other people get it too, but I did report that issue. I'm still waiting to hear back if there's a fix for it at all. Because I remember on F124, we had a similar issue where when we went into the race, the effects would be really loud. But now it's just the user engine that's really loud. I don't know. Very weird. What was the issue? Essentially, like, for the entirety of the weekend, the volumes of the cars will be perfectly fine. But the moment I go into Q2, specifically Q2, the engine gets really loud and I have to lower the volume again. It's really strange. You'll see it today as well. It happens every single race or weekend, I guess you could say. What the fuck is this livery? Buddy's a new gen. Bro was born a year ago. Was it a 5 bundle worth getting? Definitely. Definitely. It's only usable on PC, though, just so you know. I don't know if you're planning on playing on console or something, but the R5 is only available on PC. What force feedback are you on? I'm using default force feedback settings in the game, and then I use the Mossa Pit House to adjust my force feedback. What sponsor did we take? There's quite a few. Our main sponsor, I think, was Xenon, I think it was. I can't remember. I don't remember. What AI level? 110 right now. I don't know if we'll stick with 110, but that's where we're at right now. Again, almost a purple all round. Just that one corner that's on a green at the moment. Oh, and that one as well. And that one. Nice. Change your livery to 16 on livery? Nope. Come on. I want a full house of purples. Last chance. Do you need good wheels I can use because I'm on PS5? You can get probably like an entry-level Fanatec maybe. Nope. There goes the full house of purples. It's that same corner as well. Exact same corner. But yeah, I know Fanatec do a few like entry-level stuff you might be able to afford. And they use on PS5 as well. Is the command updated? It is indeed, yep. It is indeed. FFB peaking? What do you mean? How do I keep getting green there? That was perfect for that corner. I got green.
Okay,
29.2, good lap though. Which is P1 too.
You got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Not a bad lap in the slightest. T300, there you go. T300 is a great option actually. I always say good things about the T300s. They're very interchangeable as well, I've heard. You can use like a few different rims with that wheelbase without any issues. Does it sound like a V6? It's because it's not a V6. Okay, I keep going a little bit too deep in that corner there. Maybe the track acclimatization was right. Keep going a little bit too deep in that corner. If the force of the game exceeds the limit of the motor, the feeling dampens. I don't get that at all, no. I don't get any dampening feeling. I have heard people mention that in the past in regard to their own rigs, but I've never had that. I was getting nervous I'd have to change it. Rob was thinking about how to do the commands again, wasn't he? Just remember it's always pinned in the mod chat. If you're ever trying to figure out what the command is again. Do I alternate between drivers? Yes. Yeah, yesterday we used Enzo, today we're using Weber. 29.5 that time around, okay. Medium tire's feeling pretty good so far. What was the wear on those first few laps? Let's have a quick look. Ooh. 9% on the left side after 5 laps. Technically after 4 laps, actually, isn't it? Not fantastic. That's a bit high. The thing is, obviously, with Silverstone is it's a very long pit lane here, so if you can one stop, it's definitely worth it. It's such a long pit lane here. I think the pit lane here is about 30 seconds, something like that. I always mix up if it's command edit or edit command. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite easy to forget which way around it goes. Legacy, thank you for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in. Is the engine sound on mod? Yes. Yeah, we're using the V8 engines. Alright, let's head back into the garage. But of course, last time Brawn GP were in Formula 1, that was when the V8 engines were being used, so it's only fair we go back to it now, right? It's only fair. I was teasing the idea for a while, but finally today I got around to putting it in, so. What up, man? How's it going, dudes? If that's the mediums, guess the softs are useless here? Yeah, most likely. Most likely. On F124, the softs were actually really good here. They didn't wear too bad. But, yeah, if the mediums were wearing like that after 5 laps, yeah, I'd imagine the softs would be quite bad too. I'd imagine. Engine sounds beautiful. It does, doesn't it? It does. Ban, thank you for the follow as well, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome into. Have I seen the movie? Not yet. I'm planning on going tomorrow, so... On Saturday, we can talk about the movie. Well, I probably won't talk about it too much, because I don't want to give spoilers to others and stuff, but I'll give my opinion on the movie, if it's, like, good or whatever. But I won't do any spoilers. Plus, if you have seen it, don't spoil either. I'll see it for myself tomorrow. We do have, like, a thread in Discord for talking about the F1 movie that does contain spoilers. So, if you have watched the movie, you want to talk about it, we have an area in Discord to chat about that, so. Spoiler alert, Brad Pitt's in the movie? Bruh. Nate's gonna tell me there's F1 cars in the film, too. Come on, man. Have some respect. Have some respect. Yeah, unlucky Howick. Beat you to that one, mate. Comes out today. It came out yesterday. It came out yesterday. In the UK, at least. But I'm seeing it tomorrow. Hopefully. Right. 16,000's up on Kimi Antonelli so far. Not too shabby. That final sector looks a little bit questionable. He's a bit faster than us there, but we're also faster than others, so I'm not too sure. Could still be the car there. But we did get 5 out of 5 on track acclimatization, which is good. So let's crack on with fuel management next, I think. We'll do the soft tires for that. Then we'll... actually... No, let's do racetrack now. Then we'll do fuel management for FP2. As a famous Fernando Alonso once said, karma. Any plans doing the F1 movie scenarios on stream? Would there be a lot of point? Because I feel like they could be very short and quite quick and done and easy, right? I don't know if there'd be a lot of point doing it, really. I'm not really sure there's a lot of interest for it either, to be honest.
We're ready to go, so let's get
Connor Bradley, enjoy at 84. There's a lot of Liverpool fans here. You'll fit in quite well. Thank you much for the follow as well, mate. I appreciate you, dudes. Clear of Trent, to be fair. Clear of Trent. I knew how it would come in. I know it. He should be starting over Jeremy Frimpong, in my opinion. My right back. To be fair, Frimpong and Connor Bradley as right back rotation is very good. Very, very good rotation. Bradley did assist for Rigas, to be fair. Yeah. It was a very good corner, that, from Bradley. What do you mean? Jeremy Frimpong's been playing for you guys for like 6 years now. I think Frimpong will play right wing when Salah goes AFCON. I don't know how well that will fit into your system, though. Frimpong fits in at right back perfectly, but Salah drifts in field a lot. Surely Frimpong won't be doing that. He plays right wing for Netherlands. But like I said, that's a very different system. I don't know how well that would work. At right back, it'd be perfect. That Frimpong free kick of essay against Chelsea where Salah rolled it. Hated him ever since. I'm so glad that he missed that sitter against Arsenal. Jeremy Frimpong. Phew. Declan Rice's aura scared him. oh shit, there's a car here. Oh, I'm gonna get held up, aren't I? Tried to leave a bit of a gap, much as I could. I want to play F125. My next race is Hungary. You can always simulate it if you don't like Hungary. You can always simulate it. Christian Norgard to Arsenal. Thoughts, Vince? I think it's a great backup signing. I don't know why people I don't know why so many Arsenal fans are getting upset about it. We got rid of Jorginho and Partey. We need a backup. He'll be a great backup. He's not going to be a starter. Zubimendi will be the starter out of those two. I don't really know why so many Arsenal fans are getting wound up about that signing. Ronaldo's new contract at Al Nassr, 400 million a year. Don't forget that's tax-free as well. 400 million a year. Bro, that's crazy. Outrageous. Saudi could just throw money at anything, can't they? Damn, dude. They don't care. Do they need a new centre half? I'll play. Outrageous, but can't blame for taking it. Absolutely not, no. I mean, who here would say no to 400 million a year? If you say no to that, you're crazy. You are crazy. Is the new game worth it? Definitely. 100%. $1 million a day? Yeah, pretty much just over 1 million a day, isn't it? Nuts. Absolutely nuts. What's the pros of this game compared to F124? Handling's much better. Much more content inside of my team. The only downside I'd say is that AI is not quite as good as F124's. They said they adjust the F125 AI to make it better, but I don't think it's better. The only flaw at the moment for me is the AI. Everything else, much better. Much, much better. What wings am I running? Low. Pretty much every track other than Monaco will be running low wings because of this damn AI. By now, Ronaldo's earned a grand or two. Yeah. Literally in that entire conversation we just had, since Howick posted that, he's probably made about 5 grand. Which is nuts. Absolutely nuts. What mic do I use? I have the Elgato Wave 3. Great microphone, by the way. Very, very good microphone. Can you make your own team in Korea, or is this a mod? You can do my team. My team's in the game. You got the option of my team or driver career, same as F124. Who's winning on Sunday? I kind of want to say Lando Norris, because he does love Austria, doesn't he? He's always gotten very well at Austria. And I think he needs a bit of redemption after Canada as well, doesn't he? So, I'll say Lando. I'd rather it wasn't, but that's my prediction. Get some gifted in, right? Come on, Ronaldo. Drop us 100, will you? Come on. You think we had Norris and Verstappen battle? I would imagine Red Bull should be very fired up. It is their home Grand Prix, but their car also isn't great either, so... I don't know, maybe it will be okay. There are some Grand Prix where they get the right setup and stuff and it works fine, but there are some where it doesn't as well, so... We'll see how practice goes, I guess. Yuki win? I wouldn't mind a Yuki win. Not at all. They always do well at Austria, though. Who, Red Bull? Yeah, most of the time they do well. But obviously this year's car is very different to what they've had in the past, so we'll see. New PFP, who this? I finally did it, Fabio. I've had that logo on my PFP for about 4 years. I think it was time. Especially with everyone else going towards, you know, picture themselves now as well. It was about time. Where's this F125? To be fair, Yuki does win a lot in F125. I think he's won, like, 3 races in his career. Nuts. Final 2 corners. And on to the final lap of the program. Race pace looks okay so far. Race pace does not look too bad. Ferrari or McLaren? What's the question? Who do I prefer? Who's better? Who would be quickest on an ice rink? How many chocolate digestives can you fit inside of the cockpits? Who's better? McLaren's better right now. I want it to be Ferrari. I'd love to see Ferrari doing well again. But right now, McLaren are better. Yeah, Howard, you betrayed him. Good job, buddy. Betrayed your own driver. Well done. To be fair, I can't say much. I'm a Verstappen fan, but I'm also an Aston Martin fan, so I'm no better. I'm no better. But you went to a direct rival. That's the problem. You're worse than me. Oh, God. Nice little rear lock to finish off the program. Ah, man, that lost a good bit of time. Okay. Probably could do one more lap if I wanted to, but it'll be fine. I bet you dream about Max to Aston every night. I would love Verstappen at Aston. That'd be literally the dream scenario, Max to Aston. I'd be very happy with that. Very, very happy. I saw Fabio's story last night. It looked like he enjoyed it. He was speaking good of it on his story. But he spoiled the end credits, so, yeah, not a big fan of him after that. Iron Brew Formula 1 team. Iron Brew Formula 1 team. Fair enough. Apart from that, the fangirls screaming every time they saw IRL drivers on the grid. Oh, that's quite bad. that's quite bad. You like Albon? I like Albon as well. Albon's a good driver. Doing very well at Williams right now. Having a great season. Yes or no, Max to Aston, but Alonso retires and Stroll stays for another 10 years. I mean, I'll have to say yes, because Max to Aston. But having Stroll as a teammate is... I mean, let's be honest, Max had pretty mid teammates for a while now, so wouldn't be anything new. Would not be anything new. Is that the speedometer for the new game? Yes. Has he put a V8 mod on again? Not again. This is the first time we're using the V8 mods. Previously, we used the V10 mods. Now we're using the V8. Imagine Fernando and Max together. I feel like the only time we'll see that will probably be at Le Mans. If it's going to happen, if we ever see Fernando and Max's teammates, it will most likely happen at Le Mans. You're going on Sunday, same time as the race? You're going to watch the F1 movie at the same time as the race? That doesn't feel smart. That doesn't feel smart in the slightest. Bold Explorer and sure, thanks for following Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys doing good. Lawrence wouldn't keep the team in that scenario. No, they wouldn't. Well, I mean, you never know what Lawrence is capable of. Who'd be better? In my opinion, Alonso would be more consistent. Who'd be better out of Max or Alonso? Who are you comparing to there? Cinema's like live cinema. Yeah, but how are you going to pay attention to both things at once? Pay attention to the movie and the race at the same time? Nah, I'll just do it on 2 different days, I think. I'll do it on 2 different days. Right, that should do us for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Piastri looks like it's our fastest so far. Obviously, we're on the medium tyres there. Currently sitting on a 28.9, which I don't think is that bad. However, we are a bit down on the guys ahead of us, which is a little concerning. But let's finish up the session, and let's see what we finish up at the end of FP1. Max versus Alonso. Max would beat Alonso. A prime Alonso maybe would be close. But current Alonso versus current Max, yeah, Max quite comfortably beats him, I think. Quite comfortably. What Grand Prix is next? I'm new to F1. Austria. Red Bull's home Grand Prix.
What an incredible
All right, we did
practice
finish up
session that
P12.
was.
Okay.
But the fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Yeah, a little bit lower than I was hoping to be there, really. I was hoping we could try and be up towards where Williams and Aston are with Sainz and Alonso. But to be fair, we're not too far from them. We're only a 10th off so far. Maybe we could have got towards their lap times at the end of that program, but we did have that slight mistake, unfortunately. So let's have a look at their lap times, just compare against them. Sainz only did 4 laps as well. On average, probably about a 29.0, I'd say. Alonso, probably around... probably about 28.9 on average for Alonso. And then for ourselves... Yeah, probably low 29s there, really, overall. Okay, we are a little bit off right now on the race pace, which is a bit concerning, but hopefully we can try and find some more time in FP2. That'd be ideal. Who's my least favorite driver? I don't really have one, to be honest with you. If I had to say someone, maybe like, I don't know, Stroll or something like that, maybe, but... There's not really a driver out there that I absolutely despise, you know? There's no driver that I hate. There are drivers who I think shouldn't be in F1, but I wouldn't say, like, I despise them or I hate them or anything like that. Bit weird to hate a driver, really. Watch the movie and listen to the comms of the race? Yeah, but then you're supposed to listen to the movie as well, though. Yeah, you're trying too hard to, like, fit both into one. Nah, just do it separately. Do it separately. What's the advantage of turning ABS off? You're allowed to trail brake more. Technically, having ABS off, you also get more braking power as well. But if you turn ABS off, learn to trail brake. It's a very important technique to learn. And you can get a lot of time from trail braking. A lot of time. Nick, I think full on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dude. Welcome in. Am I going to the F1 Live in London? The F1 Live. Max is simultaneously my most and least hated at the same time, depending on what he's doing. That's valid. That's honestly valid. I would say Ocon because how he's got into F1, I like him. I'm not really a massive fan of Ocon. Ocon for me, he's just there, does his thing. Does it alright as well. But again, not really a driver I despise or anything like that. What base is that? The Mazda R9. Right, let's go do fuel management first for FP2. Then we'll go and do a few laps of quali base, and I'll be starting for practice, I think. Some McLaren thing? I'm not familiar. I'm going to be in London next week, next Thursday, for the Williams fan zone thing with the Creator Series. But that's all I'm going for at the moment. Vince's 2 PR trained said anything bad. I've not been PR trained once in my life. There is genuinely just no drivers that I hate. Like I said, that my least like probably is someone like Lance Stroll, I'd say, but again, I wouldn't really say it's a hate. Have I ever raced Max or Lando on here? No. Other than their AI. Technically racing them right now, I guess. How would you rate Schumacher, Alonso, Hamilton, Verstappen, Vettel? Schumacher, Hamilton, Verstappen, Vettel, Alonso. Someone has to be bottom of the list to be fair? Exactly. Exactly. You race Zhou? Yeah, I'd race against Zhou Guan Yu. That's the closest, I'd say. Closest I've got to racing an F1 driver is Zhou Guan Yu. I mean, he was an F1 driver at the time, to be fair, but he's the only one. This is fuel management, right? Not tire management. Yeah. That's a bit deep, that. Did I beat Zhou? Zhou retired the race, actually. And in that same race, we actually collided with Zhou. It wasn't my fault, though, to be fair. It wasn't my fault. It was back on F1 22, I think it was. Had a little bit of lag there. Yeah, he dived up the inside. He was on the outside. I was like holding in the middle of the track to, you know, try and make it difficult. And then he was on the outside, and right at the last second, like going into the braking, he dived up the inside from the outside, and I tried to leave him room, but then he made contact with me and spun himself out, so I don't take any responsibility. What track was it? This track, actually, Silverstone. It was at the end of the Hangar Straight. Haven't watched the movie yet? No, tomorrow. It was on this straight here. We were going into the braking zone at the top of the hill. And the moment I touched the brakes, he was on the outside here. I was in the middle of the track. He switched the inside like this. Right at the very last millisecond. I tried to leave room. He made contact with my rear right. And then spun himself out because of it. We were on face, thankfully. But, yeah. I can officially say that I've crashed with an F1 driver. I don't know if that's a flex or not, but... You'd have to scroll quite far back on my TikTok to find it, though, unfortunately. Do I like Lando Norris? Eh. I'm a Verstappen fan, so I feel like I can't like him, right? They're kind of the rivals right now, so I feel like I can't like him. Do I like Fernando Alonso? I do. Opinions on Monaco? A great track for a driver, but terrible for a spectator. And unfortunately, with the way modern day F1 is, I don't think Monaco is suitable for F1 anymore. I love driving Monaco. I'm one of those people that's, you know, a bit loopy in the head and loves Monaco in terms of driving it. I always find it a good fun challenge to drive on it and stuff like that, but yeah, for modern day F1, not really that fitting anymore, unfortunately. Drive Monaco good, racing bad. Yep, exactly. Modern day F1 just doesn't suit it. Maybe we better next year with the cars being a bit smaller and stuff like that. Maybe with the active era, it might help a little bit too. I don't know. But if next year we have another bad race in Monaco, then I think that's, in my opinion, should be nailing the coffin, really. Even with the cars being a bit smaller, I still don't think it'll be, you know, quite suitable, really. So, why do I do practice? Usually skip it. So I can learn about the setup, learn about the track, get the R&D points for all the programs, and also practice the pit entry and pit exit. Same P2 at the moment, not too bad. I'm just lifting a little bit through cops just to help the fuel a little, but looks like fuel might be a bit tricky through today's race. Practice makes you almost perfect. That sums up me. I'm almost perfect. And just when I think I'm there, I find a way to not be. Oh, God. Just like that.
Right,
29.6. Actually, a little bit slow on the lap times, but...
So you can analyze the data.
Right, so we've done 3 laps on soft tyres there. The wear's on 10 and 11%. I tell you what, it's actually not that much more than the mediums were. I think at this point, the mediums were on like 7, 8% on that left side. And on the softs, it's 10, 11. So the softs don't wear much more than the mediums. Interesting. Are we using the engine sound mod? We are indeed, yeah. He's perfect, and then he ruined it by telling us he's a Max fan. See, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Just wait till you find out I'm an Arsenal fan as well. Oof. Doubling down on the pain on that one. little bit wide on the exit there. You're a West Brom fan. Fair enough. Thoughts on Wolverhampton? Don't turn in, Hamilton. Don't turn in. Don't turn in. Don't turn in. No. No. I told you not to turn in. Oh, what was I? 8/10 up there? From 8/10 up to 2 seconds down. Very good. Very good. Maybe Monaco needs a new route to make it a little longer or something to help modern racing. I don't think it'd be... I don't know. I don't think it'd really work. I don't know what you can really extend in Monaco either. I've seen some people say that, you know, the chicane at the end of the tunnel? Some people say that, you know, you can remove that chicane and keep it straight all the way to the left-hander. But the reason the chicane's there is for safety reasons. There was a lot of incidents back in the older days where a lot of drivers were having big crashes down that straight. So they put a chicane in to basically make it safer. So, I don't know. I don't really know what could be done to Monaco to make it better. I have no idea. Have we got another mod on? Yep, we brought the engine sounds back. This time a V8 though, not a V10. How do I make damage in F1? I'm clueless. Go into your simulation settings. You can find the damage rates in there. Using V8 or V12? V8s. On the previous career, we used V10s. On this one, we're using a V8. Because when Brawn were in F1, they had the V8 engine in at the time, so... reminiscing on the past a little bit. Move Monaco to South Africa, call it Kyalami, call it a day. Sounds good to me. I'm down for that. Or, take it to Malaysia and call it Sepang. Or, take it to Germany, call it Hockenheim. Or... I had it in my head, then it disappeared. Take it to Turkey and call it Istanbul Park. That's fine by me too. What's my favorite V? Probably when it's capitalized, I'd say. Capitalized V looks cold. All we need left is a blown diffuser mods. Combine it with V8 is insane. I wouldn't mind a blown diffuser for sure. I don't know if that can be modded, unfortunately, though. If it can, I'm definitely down to add it, but I don't think it can be, unfortunately. Right, so we got 4 out of 5 on fuel management, yeah. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get the purple, I think. Fuel usage is going to be quite bad here. I'd imagine this track's going to burn it quite a lot from what we've seen so far, so... do have to be on our toes a little bit with that. So we've got 3 soft tyres remaining. What we're going to do is we're going to do a load of quali laps, basically. We're going to do 3 qualifying laps and see what we can put down, so...
okay,
let's see what we can do.
Complete. We're ready to go.
If you had to replace Monaco with one new track, what would you choose? Hockenheim. Or Sepang. Literally one of the two. I don't mind. I'm happy with either. Hockenheim and Sepang, both great tracks. Take it to Japan and call it Fuji. I don't know. I don't know about Fuji. They used to race there? I know. WEC races there as well, I'm pretty sure. Why race a historic track like Hockenheim? We could add another inspired parking lot track in the US. Hell yeah! Give me New York Grand Prix. Or Chicago. Sounds like a good vibe to me. V10 mod, V8. We're using the V8 engine. They said add Chicago, don't need the added traffic. What are you talking about?
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Thought it was everyone's favourite part of the day was traffic. What you need is more. You hope Portimao comes back? Keep on hoping, buddy. Keep on hoping. Up, Cyrus. So I might get shot in Chicago. Fair. All right, first practice quali lap. Let's see what we can set down here. Let's open up this final corner. And away they go. How was tire warm-up as well? Let's have a quick look. Pretty good, actually. Six tenths up. Beautiful lap so far. Really nice lap. Let's not mess up these final few corners. Wonder if I can go down to 5th there. Oh, a bit of a slide. Going into the corner. And the final corner we go. 2 and a bit seconds up. 27.3. Puts us P1. Not too bad. Not too bad. I know that corner 5th. Yeah, I think I need to as well. I think in 6th gear, it's just not quite enough torque, is it? On the rear tyres. I think you get a bit more power out using 5th gear, so might need to do the same. But South Africa approved for a GP or still in the works? So I think it was only like a week or 2 ago. South Africa basically got their track officially up to grade 1. I thought they already had it, to be honest with you. Like a year or 2 ago, but they've finally been given grade 1 by the FIA, which means it can hold F1 races now. So hopefully we do this on the calendar. Will it happen? I have no idea, but that's what happened like 6 months ago. I think it might have been an application. Basically them saying they've got their surface redone and they're awaiting approval. It's probably what we thought. Well, it's probably what happened. I thought they already had it done as well, but apparently not. So that's my guess. As they probably applied for the grade 1 and now finally have got it. Have you seen the upgrades they're going to do? They look really nice. Yes, I have. I have. And they're doing all sorts of stuff to try and hopefully get themselves back on the calendar. We do need a Grand Prix in Africa, really, don't we? So I think Kyalami is definitely the obvious choice. And yeah, hopefully F1 and FIA can support South Africa in getting them Kyalami. Lovely pit entry. What time watch the F1 movie tomorrow? There's too many screenings to decide. How do you change the engine sound? Mods. I really hope it works on Monday F1. Me too. Me too. That is my concern as well. I love the track. It's such a fun track to drive. But the question really is, would it work with Monday F1? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe with the cars being a little bit smaller next year, maybe that would help, but who knows? Asian GP around the pyramids. The Cairo Grand Prix. Hayes and Arnold, I'll say. I think that says maybe. Then follow as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Do the same as the Africa Top Gear special. What an episode. What an episode that was. Are we on our second season? First season. First season. Would like Kyalami to make comeback instead of street track in Rwanda. Yeah, the whole Rwanda thing is very questionable in my opinion. Very, very questionable. Again, like I say, I'm very happy to have a Grand Prix in Africa. Africa deserves a Grand Prix. However, we've got to make sure it's done right. And Rwanda, I'm very skeptical about. Very, very skeptical about. Right, let's do our second lap, shall we? Let's skip a little bit of time. Yeah, we've got 2 more soft tires, so we've got a bit of time. Let's skip a bit and then go out for another set. Does the engine sound more different for each engine manufacturer? Slightly. You can probably hear it here. So this is the Alpine engine. They probably will sound mostly similar, But you might hear, like, the gearbox might sound a little bit different, or the whine of the turbo and the Yaris system might sound a little bit different too. But the engine will probably sound the same for every car. This is the Rebel engine. I want to hear the shifts, especially the downshifts. Actually, it sounds identical, really, doesn't it? Sounds identical. I'd imagine every car probably sounds about the same then. Maybe downshifts are a little bit different, actually. It sounded a little bit gruntier than downshifts of the Red Bull, but yeah, I think mostly very similar, very, very similar. Yeah, I've heard about South Africa's like power troubles and stuff, so that'd be a questionable
car's ready.
thing as well. Tried the iRacing time model last night. I'm a fan of it. I haven't tried it yet. Favorite goalkeeper to have played for Arsenal? Ooh. I grew up around like the Jens Lehmann time. Like in his later years in at Arsenal. But I didn't really get to watch a lot of him. We've not had a lot of fantastic keepers lately. Mainly David Raya has actually been one of the main ones. I did like Chesney alright. I think it was alright, but he was very error prone as well.
3 more laps.
Ramsdale was FIFA 23 SBC fodder? Yeah. Yeah, he was for a while, to be fair. For a couple of years, it was good fodder. I'm learning no TC is our W. Learning no TC is always a W. We'll take a bit of time, though, to learn. Could a 7-time world champion really... I don't know who you're talking about. I think you're talking about Alonso. FIFA 23 is getting shut down soon. They tend to do that with the older games. They end up shutting the servers down. The game itself doesn't get shut down. Just the servers usually do. Which is fine, you still like career modes. Right, lap number 2 of practice. So we can sit down this time. Nice exit. Very tight on the timing boards. Nice. A little bit of time on the exit there as well. Oh, it's very, very tight, the Delta. Very tight, the Delta. Use up a lot of battery here, though. Actually lost a little bit of time using 5th gear. Just about faster. We were 400s faster that time around. Just about quicker than that previous lap. Not by much at all, though. By very, very little. Yeah, I'm not really sure if using 5th gear on the exit hanger straight that was actually any better. We actually lost a little bit of time, if anything, so... Interesting. What track should I learn no TC? Monza's a good one. Monza has a lot of high traction zones. Weather for the weekend. in our F1 career, it'll be dry. I believe it's dry in Austria as well, really, but yeah, for today, it'll be nice and dry. No rain forecasts. So, top 5 right now, ourselves on top. Norris, Hamilton, Russell, and Verstappen. All in that top 5 as well, so we're doing a pretty good job to stay ahead of those guys. Not too sure what the gap is right now, but we've got one more tyre. See if we can try and go a bit faster. What's my favourite track? Spa-Francorchamps. Baku if you hate life. To be fair, Baku's actually a very good one as well. But it does make you question sanity. I think Monza in general, Monza I'd say is quite an easy track to learn. And a very good one to learn no TC. Because like I say, there's a lot of very fast to slow. Well, you go very fast in the straights, then you come up to a right stop at like turn 1 and turn 4 and stuff like that. So there's a lot of chicanes to learn no traction on. What happens to the timeout thing with the channel points? Where'd it go? I got removed a while ago. Long, long while ago. But yeah, Spa-Francorchamps will always be my favourite track. Unfortunately, we're probably going to be making it a rotational track in F1 soon. As per what F1 want now, so that'll be very sad if it does end up going off the calendar full time. Think Kota's good to drive? I like Kota. Kota's decent. Where are we in the standings? In the Constructors, we're 5th. With Mark Webber, he's 8th right now, I think. Or 9th, maybe. And then Fittipaldi, I think, is like 13th, something like that. Roughly in that area. I can't remember exactly, but... Oh, we're actually only just up on Lando Norris so far. He's done a 3-1-2. We've done a 2-8-0, so... Interesting. Comment view and blocker out of stock, by the way. Yeah, I think they got turned off for Creator Series because people tried redeeming it during Creator Series and stuff. And I don't think the mods ever turn it back on, so... Tell a moderator when they come back in. Hopefully they're on PC. Right. Let's do one more lap, shall we? We'll do one more lap in practice, and that'll do us for practice for today, and we can start looking ahead to qualifying. Merly, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in as well. How to stop going into the back of that AI or let them get ahead by stopping early? Try and find a sweet spot, basically. You might have the AI way too low as well. If you have low AI, they do break very, very early. Even on high AI, they break quite early in this game. It is quite notorious that AI do break early on F1 25, but if they're very early, then you might have the AI set too low. You may just need to try and find like a perfect sweet spot in your braking point, really.
Everyone ready? Okay,
Radio message out of stock. Yeah, radio message is broken, so unfortunately, that won't be coming back on anytime soon. Do I like Queen? Like, Queen is in, you know, We Will Rock You, sort of Queen? Or... Download some more mods, then. And then it's going to tell me to download RAM. The band? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, sure. It's not really my kind of music, but I don't mind them. Every time it's on a bar, you always sing along to it. That's the spirit they had.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Let Bearman go here. Then we'll use up all this nice free air to utilize. I don't even cockpit on hold. No, we can turn it back on now. I think it got turned off when we were doing Creator Series because people were redeeming it during Creator Series and stuff, but obviously it's only 4 career modes. See, you can turn it back on now. Same as cockpit block as well. Car sounds like an old Ferrari. We're using the V8 engines, which is the same engine that Brawn used when they were in their only year of F1. That's tire temps. A little bit more on the fronts, and it should be perfect. How do you change engines? We're using mods. Alright, final lap. Let's see if we can try and find a bit more time. A little bit of time in the first sector. And the whites. Come on. Good final sector, please. That was wide. On the apex. Not great. Found some time, though. Sent it a bit up, 27-1. Not too shabby, I don't think. Not too shabby. I don't think we'll be up there too much in qualifying, really. I think Q3 is definitely going to be sort of end goal, I reckon. I don't think we'll get anywhere close to the top guys in Q3. So, yeah, we'll try and target gains that final session. But after that, it's going to be very questionable on how high up we can go. Although it does look great right now of us being P1. As we all know, the AI get very quick in qualifying. So, okay, that will do it for practice, I think, chat. That will do it for the day in practice. Time to get ourselves ready for qualifying. What's the reason for downshifting in 1? To carry more speed. If you go out at turn 1 in gear 8, it feels like a bit slow coming out the corner. It's good for rotation as well. Helps you get into the corner a bit too. But yeah, if you're in gear 8, you don't quite get the torque out the corner. You lose a little bit of time from it. We're only talking like a matter of a few hundredths, but obviously, you know, in qualifying, that makes a big difference, so. We'll take any exploit we can. No worries there, Howick. Twist spin. I'll pass. We'll do an authentic one in the race, don't worry. We always do. We always find a way. Okay, into the pits we go. And that'll round up the session. 4 minutes to go. Let's see if anyone does go a bit faster on their final laps. But so far, looking pretty good. Just as we say that, Lando Norris goes P1. Nice. This qualifying is going to be difficult, chat. This quality is going to be very, very tricky. And F125, any differences to 24? A lot of differences. The handling's massively different. There's a lot more content in my team. The graphics are massively improved. There's a good few differences in 25 to 24. 25 is overall just a much better game than 24 is as well. Much, much better. The only flaw that I can talk about really is the AI. I don't think the AI are that great in this game. I think they're very, very quick on the straights, but very poor over a lap, if that makes sense. Yeah, they're a bit easier on this game than 24, I'd say. But very quick in the straight lines. Very contrasting, I know. What power unit do we use? The Mercedes engine. Right, let's skip for these last few minutes. Let's see if anyone else goes ahead of us. Or if we will sit in that P2 at the end of the session. Looks like we are going to stay in that second spot. So Lando Norris will finish up on top in FP2 in front of the home fans. I'm sure we'll be very happy with that. But obviously, qualifying will be where it matters the most. But Lando Norris is on top in FP2 with ourselves in second, Charles Leclerc in third, Antonelli in fourth, Verstappen in fifth on the medium tyre. Not a bad lap at all, being 4/10 off on the mediums. Hamilton, Russell, Sainz, Albon, and Ocon all in that top 10 so far as well. Where's our teammate Enzo Fittipaldi? Down in P21, but he is faster than Lawson on the same tyres, so that's something at least. When Enzo does, when we use Enzo as AI, he's not great. Not great. So him not being last is a big bonus right now. But yeah, P2 for Mark Webber, all looking pretty good so far. That is practice basically over and done with. AI is slow in general, but have -3 downforce. Exactly, yeah. So the only way to really combat it is to run low downforce yourself, but even then, sometimes, it's still not enough. I've not done Monza yet, but I've had people come into my chat saying, you know, the AI in Monza, even if you're running 0-0 wings, are way too quick on the straight still. So Monza is a big problem from what I've heard. Big, big problem. And then they should add driving out the pit lane. I think that'd be quite good. We've been asking for that for a long time, and the best we got was pushing a button to go into the pits. That was it. AI's crazy? Yeah, they're questionable. Very questionable. I do feel like they are more aggressive, which is fine. I don't mind their new aggression. I do wish they were a bit smarter in where they'd make overtakes sometimes. Like in Austria yesterday, we saw a lot of the time they're making moves at turn 1, but it was costing them so much time because they were going too wide through turn 1. And turn 1's, unless you can get past very quickly and cleanly, if you're going to go too wide through turn 1, you're always going to lose a lot of time. So I do wish the AI were a bit smarter in where they'd make overtakes. But their aggressiveness is definitely stronger this year. The only problem I had at Monza was my tire strat. Got selected the wrong tire allocation. It's not the same thing as we always get, though, if you switch drivers. I've heard that even if you run 0-0 wings, the AI straight line speed is still very quick. What do you think of the reason that AI are ignoring reports? They're not ignoring reports. They're very aware. AI are very aware there's issues with straight line speeds. However, it's not easy to change, what I've heard. Because it requires an entire, like, rewrite of the AI, essentially. But doing that could also break the AI as well. So, I don't know what they changed from 24 to 25, but whatever they did, it didn't help their straight line speed. It went the other way, in fact. So, yeah, there's a big chance they can break the entire AI code if they try changing things. So, they've got to be very careful about what they can and can't change, really. Can you upgrade the power and motor? Even that doesn't really do a huge amount. It doesn't do a lot. You can have the best power unit, and you can still be slower on the straights compared to the AI. No matter what's on the AI, won't be perfect. No, not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get ourselves ready and underway then for qualifying here in Silverstone. Qualifying, I wouldn't say is massively important here. We know that overtakes are very possible, but we did see in practice, although our pace looked okay, I think going into qualifying, it will be a lot trickier to try and get towards that top end. So, our goal today will be simply getting to Q3. Anything after that is basically going to be a bonus. So, we'll see what we can do in qualifying. Right, let's switch up the MGUKs and stuff, shall we? Let's get the fresher components on, ready for qualifying and the rest of the weekends. Turbocharger number 3. Number 1 on the Tronics, and gearbox should be fine as well. So, we are using a fresh ICE, which is a little bit of a shitter. I'd like to be using one of these other ones, but unfortunately, we're in a bit of an awkward position with these ICEs. I think in the next few races, we probably are going to have to take a new ICE. So, if we ever have a bad qualifying, at some point, we'll probably use that race to take a new engine. Maybe an entire new everything, so I'm sure at some point, we will need an entire new set of components. So, is the AI better in 24 or 25? Pace-wise, 24. Aggressiveness, 25. There's kind of two different factors on that, really. Do you know how to make the AI brake late? The only way to do it, really, is to increase the AI level. Unfortunately, it's very common for the AI to brake early in this game. New trim? Indeed. We finally got a fresh trim. That bird's nest was growing on me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. Time to get underway for qualifying here in Silverstone. So we are expecting a full dry weekend. No rain is forecast for the entirety of qualifying and the entirety of the race. The last few races we've had a good bit of rain. So a bit of dry weather, it is welcomed for a change. Very, very welcomed. So, yeah. Here in Silverstone, going to be a nice drive. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get underway for qualifying here in Silverstone. Carter coming in with that 11-month resub as well. I swear you subbed yesterday. Or the day before, maybe. I swear you resubbed recently. Am I going crazy?
Once an airfield, now one of the finest racetracks in the world.
Best game for the AI?
Here at Silverstone for the British
Probably 2020. 2020 was the perfect F1 game, though, really. Definitely did some yesterday. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. Same amount of months as well. If I scroll back, I could probably find it. Yeah. You literally subbed yesterday for 11 months as well. I don't know. I have no idea. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, man. 1997 best game because I had Jordan cars. I mean, there was a lot of great cars back then. A lot of great cars. Unfortunately, I'm too young to have played that. I was born in 2000, so I never got a chance to play those games. I'm sure the graphics on it were fantastic, though. Right, here we go. Let's get ourselves on the way for Q1, shall we? Let's skip a little bit of time. For the start of the session, just get a little bit of rubber put down on the track. And a few lap times as well. About the 15-minute mark should be fine. So, fresh sub tires bolted on. 3.2 laps of fuel should be perfect as well. Let's head out for our first lap of qualifying.
All clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave.
State paint job was cool as well. One of my favorite liveries, and it's for no reason whatsoever. My favorite livery is the West livery that was on the McLaren back in like the early 2000s. That David Coulthard drove. I don't know why, but I always loved that livery. It wasn't like a very unique or special livery, but something about it just like, it was perfect. Simple and perfect. I think Behrman got held up a little bit by Sonoda there. What up, Mike? How's it going, mate? When's F1 getting rid of Danica Patrick? Well, was going to do a better job. Probably never. Sky quite like Danica. Whatever reason. Yuki, don't mess with me. I'd prefer if you just disappeared away. That'd be great. Be like you, simple and perfect. I'll take it. I'm as simple as they come. Me like car, drive fast. Vroom. Yes, good. Easy. Let's get these tires nice and warm. 25.8 for George Russell. It's a very quick lap there, actually. Very, very quick. What track is Creator Series? Austria. Okay, tires in a decent spot. Not perfect, but should be okay.
Down to P20.
Right, let's open up this final corner. Here we go. Let's do this. First lap of Q1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can try and one stint in this session. I don't think we can, but let's give it a go, shall we? A little bit far away from that curb. Using up a little bit too much battery so far. Just gotta be a bit careful with that. Need to save some for the end of the race as well. I need the qualifying, sorry. Ooh, bit of a slide up the exit, Beckett's. Back end got a little bit unhappy. Tires getting hot towards in the lap. Hopefully it doesn't impact the lap too much. Final couple quarters down to the line we go. How's it going to be to wrap up Q1? It's going to be a 27.3. We're only 800 slower than Sonoda. Maybe that's not too bad, but we are ahead of Ocon and Lawson so far. I don't think it's been an amazing lap. Will it be enough to get us through to Q2, though? I'm not too sure. Not too sure. See what the rest of the drivers do. Ronaldo's made about 100k to start his stream. Yeah, nice. It would take most people a few years to earn that. Been working nice to come out to an engine mod? Yup. After all this time, finally done it. Finally committed to it. What's the AI difficulty saying? 110 right now. I might drop it a little bit for the race. So I think the AI's race pace here is quite strong. So we might knock it down a couple clicks for the race, but right now we're at 110. What was the first F1 you played? The earliest memory I have is 2012, but I probably did play F1 games before that, but it's the earliest memory I have.
And Rodri is starting.
Right, we're right
Rodri
on the cusp
starting.
now. We've been pushed down to P11.
It's a shame Zubimendi's better. A little bit early on the brakes that time. Zubimendi has an ACO, exactly. That enough is good for me. Too much Mikhail for the 15-month resub as well, dude. Very kind, ladies and gentlemen. Let's spin chat. Took Mikhail into Vince for 15 months as well. Appreciate the 15. Do you think they can improve the Silverstone track, corners, etc.? I don't think so. I mean, it's a very fast-paced circuit generally. There's not that many slow-speed corners, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think the track itself's got plenty of overtake opportunities. I don't think there's much need for improvement. I don't think. What's a good race pace time and tire temp in Silverstone? Tire temp probably around 100 degrees, I imagine. Race pace time depends what AI level you're playing on, I guess. Am I going to use reverse tracks in the second season? Yes. Yeah, we will be bidding off Miami, don't worry. Miami will be very, very quickly gone. Looks like everyone's done their lap so far, so P13 after the opening laps. I mean, we're 1.1 seconds up on Jack Doohan. Sorry, Liam Lawson, not Jack Doohan. Jack Doohan's P17. We're 1.1 seconds up on him. That's a pretty big gap. But in terms of track position, it's not that big of a gap. Enzo Fittipaldi was 4 seconds off the leader's time. That's crazy. That was a very poor lap. Do we need another lap, chat? Do we need another lap? 1.1 seconds up on P17. It's a big gap, but it's not many positions. Not many positions. Reckon they can increase his pit lane speed at Silverstone. So there's a reason why it is the way it is. Apparently, if they had it as like the maximum speed that you can have, if you're P2 and following P1, you can go into the pit lane and cross the checkered line first. Because obviously the way the track works is in those final couple corners, you go back to the left and back round, don't you? Whereas if you're P2, you can dive into the pits and technically take the flag first in the pit lane. So use the same set, you reckon? Same set of tire it's on 5% wear. Difference between that and a fresh set is a 10th difference. So what's the perfect F1 track in your opinion? Spa-Francorchamps. That is the perfect F1 track. It's going to be difficult to find a lot of time, I think, on the same tire. But we can maybe give it a go. Maybe we'll do a lap now. Is that a good shout, maybe? If we try and do a lap now, and if it's bad, we can bail out and pit and maybe go on a fresh set. Might not be a bad option, to be fair. Track 10 right now, 40 degrees. Damn, it's out here. Very, very warm. Okay. Let's give it a go. Let's see if we can do it.
Okay, engines fired up.
What up, Paisley?
We're set.
Let's give it a go on the old soft tire. See if we can try and find that time. I don't know if we can, but it's worth a go. Worth a go. You enjoy Miami this game, the LiDAR scan? It is slightly improved, I'd say. Like having the flat curbs in the first sector
Is that a fresh
is
trim?
quite nice, but yeah. Robbie coming with the 59 months. It is indeed a fresh trim. I finally got rid of the bird's nests. Motherfuckers were trying to lay eggs there. God damn, it was crazy. Too much Robbie with the 59 months, dude. I appreciate that. Very kind of you, my dude. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spin chat. So welcome Robbie into Vince Fam for the 59 months as well. Appreciate it. Thank you, dude. Just admit you love Miami. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. V10 again. V8. We're on V8s right now. The V10 screamed a little more. The V8s are a bit deeper in their sound.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
The left side's already on 7%, damn. Pit V12. V12 will definitely scream. V12 scream like crazy. You in Aston Martin race suit now? That's all I'm missing. And then a Lance Stroll helmet, right? Okay, Tatter's pretty good. All right, let's see if we can improve on this lap. If we're not up on the Delta by a good amount, I think we'll box and give it another go on a fresh tire. But let's see what we can do. See if we can try and improve a little bit. It's very tight, the Delta. Neck and neck almost. Oh, tracked a little bit wide there. Somehow we get a lot of time in Max and Bex. I have no idea how.
Down to P13.
We dragged it wide and we're still pretty good on the Delta. This is actually turning out to be a pretty decent lap despite dragging it a touch wide. How will it be over the line though? That's the question. Lost a bit in those final few corners as well. Grip not quite there. But we are going to improve by a 10th. Puts us into P10. 27-2. Is that going to be enough to get us through to Q2? I think that gap between ourselves and the drop zone is about 1.3 seconds now. So we did find a bit of time. Is it enough for Q2 though? Is it enough for Q2? Strava overheads it. He's not that bad. Yeah, it's kind of bad, let's be honest. Japan isn't a nice rink anymore. No, Japan's really nice to drive in this game. And you can actually use the curbs as well. It's great. If you try and use the curbs in the in F124, 9 out of 10 times you spin. Yeah, it's Troll's auto count. What car do I drive IRL? I have a BMW 3 Series. Maybe I'll be moving on from it soon, though. We'll see. Got the time from Beckett's. Yeah, we did have a bit of a mistake on their first lap at Beckett's, didn't we? So, again, that Beckett still wasn't the cleanest either. We ran it a bit wide here, didn't we? Which cost a bit of time, so... Yeah, like I say, hopefully that lap will be enough to get us through to Q2. No, I've had a Mini before, Robbie. And it was nothing but problems. I don't want a Mini ever again. All I had with my Mini was just constant issues. I don't want a Mini anymore. I'm staying far away from them. I'm not sure yet, though. I'm not too sure exactly. My realistic dream car at the moment is a Jaguar F-Type. I love the F-Types. The 5-liter V8 sounds so good. It is a bit out of my price range right now, especially even if I got traded, it's still a bit out of my price range, but if I can save a bit for a couple years, maybe I could get one. Maybe not a couple years, actually. Less than that, but yeah. I would love an F-Type, though. Beautiful cars. Nice, Aiden. Very nice. That sounds like her dream car, something, Robbie. Damn. Family time's catching me up behind the 330E estates. I mean, that's what I've got right now. I have a 330E. Not an estate, though, but I've had no problems with it. Honestly, a very decent car. Very, very decent. The estates, you can fit a lot of room in it as well, so honestly, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Weeboo, thank you for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in. Do you think you're going a bit deep because of the low, lack of downforce? Maybe. Maybe it needs to be a little bit earlier on the brakes in some areas, but yeah. Naturally, having low downforce, you need to adjust your braking points a little bit, so it could be something very simple like that. But at the moment, like I say, sitting P10 isn't too shabby at all. Everyone is starting their final lap in the next moment or two, so we'll see what happens. But Yeah, but 1.2 seconds up on Liam Lawson now in P17. I would like to think that's going to be enough to get us through to Q2, but we shall see what happens. Yeah, everyone has started their laps now, so let's see. Liam Lawson is the man in that drop zone, so we'll stand board with him, see what he does. Auto Trader's your friend, Paul. Auto Trader's great at that sort of thing. You tell it what you want and how much you've got, and it will happily give you some suggestions. I love Auto Trader. Rob Dutchess again, mate. Found a few corners for Liam Lawson. Let's see what he does over the last few corners. See if he can improve his lap time. Get himself out of Q1. Around the final 2 corners he goes. Is it going to be enough? 28.1. That's a very poor lap, actually. And 28.1 is a very bad lap. And I think that's safe to say he'll be dropped out of the of Q1. And that is it. We are through to Q2, ladies and gentlemen. We did drop down a few places towards the end. Then we dropped down from P10 to P13. But most importantly, we do get through the second qualifying session of the day. If we want to get into that top 10, though, looks like we've got to try and find a way to break into 26s. However, we did do that second lap on the on an old soft tire, so maybe we can still do it, but we'll find out in Q2. Bottom 6 then, and leaving us in Q1 is Gabriel Bortoletto in P17, Hadjar in P18, Behrman, Doohan, Lawson, and Fittipaldi. So basically, all the rookies are getting knocked out in Q1 there. That's what I'm seeing from that. Nico Hulkenberg doing a pretty good job putting himself in P12. We've got Gasly in P14, Anthony P15, Stroll P16, and you can see the rest of that top 10 there as well. Lando Norris so far setting the pace in Q1, right ahead of fellow Brit George Russell. Charles Leclerc in 3rd, Verstappen 4th, Albon looking pretty handy so far in P5, Piastri, Hamilton, Sainz, Tsunoda, and Ocon all in that top 10. That is Q1 over and dusted. P13 is where we finish. Q2 up next. Dream cars are C63. C63 is very nice, especially with the AMG as well. Very, very nice. Yeah, it's dangerous, Auto Trader. Very, very dangerous. It's a great little site, though. Great site. Am I racing with Infratic? Not right now, but I have done. Usually for Creator Series. No, I had no idea, Root. Dream cars are now the RS6 of but for my second one, at Hyundai i30N. The i30Ns are very nice cars. Very, very nice. I wouldn't mind an i30N either. An RS6, though? Yeah, I can back that. The later RS series are lovely cars. Very, very nice. Exactly, unidentified. Exactly. What time is Creator Series? 6 o'clock on Saturday. I'll be live at 5, though. Right. Let's go on an old soft tire for our first lap, shall we? I don't really know if we're going to use the soft tires. I don't think we can use them at all, actually, are we? Maybe we burn through these couple of soft tires to get ourselves into Q3. I don't think a soft tire is usable in the race here, so I think I might go through all the soft tires in Q2. We get a new set for Q3 from AKIT, so yeah, let's do it. Let's use up the soft tires.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to go.
An old Audi R8 would do me. Not a fan of the older ones. They look like a bubble. The newer ones look a lot sharper. The body kits them are much, much better now. But the older ones, not a big fan of them. Not a big fan. Let's go 4 on there. Is that about right? Might be a little bit quiet, actually. Ferrari 458, nice. That's fine, actually, that volume. No medium soft? No. The soft tires are not very usable here. Not very usable at all. We'll stick to the mediums and hards. And again, this is Silverstone, don't forget. A very long pit lane here. I think it's about 30 seconds in the pits around here. So, if we can avoid doing a second stop, that'd be great. Have you seen the C63 2013 yellow with the glass bonnet that just went viral on TikTok? I don't think so. Don't think so. Yeah, DB11s are nice cars. To be fair, a lot of the Ascents are just beautiful. The Vantage, the Vanquish, the DB11s. Lovely cars. Even the later spec DB9s still look very nice in, like, modern day cars. I think the last DB9 they made was in 2015, I want to say. I think it was some of the mid-10s. And they still look pretty nice these days. All right, here we go. First lap Q2. We are going to use up both of the fresh soft tires in this session, so we need to make sure we do the best we possibly can. Let's lock in, see what we can do. That was a better turn one. Hit that curb nicely. .26.3 for Albon so far. I don't know how close we can get to that, but we'll see. That felt good. That Magnussen Beckers felt good.
And that's
25.8 for Yuki.
P13.
At the final corner we go. That lap felt pretty damn good. 26.9. Oh, I don't know if that's going to be enough. It's in the top 10 at the moment, but is it going to stay there? Is it going to stay in that top 10? We've got Gasly ahead of us, Hulkenberg in P10 and Stroll in P11. It didn't feel too bad, but is it going to be enough that lap? We do have a second soft tire available, of course. We'll find out in the next few minutes.
We've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Silverstone always feels so fast. Yeah, it's a very quick circuit. Not too many slow corners around here. Which engine is this? The V8s. I think there's a few cars ahead of us on the track positions, which I think are on a lap right now, so we'll find out very soon. We'll find out. Nice engine mod. It's beautiful, isn't it? Easy top 3, 16th our moment. Well, I mean, we are in the second worst car on the grid, so we're definitely not expecting easy top 3 today. Definitely not. As Mercedes that crossed the line, but the positions didn't budge. You know what? We might be alright here, chat. I don't know. Might be alright. Did we get it today? Yes. Yeah, we downloaded it for today. This is our first time using the engine mod on this game. Been behind the pits. What up, Nest? How's it going, dudes? Bottas and Lewis to Cadillac? Doubt it. Bottas maybe, Lewis definitely not. What engine is that? V8. It's just audio, right? Yes. Yeah, it's still technically the V6 is in the car, but just the audio's changed. There's no, like, difference in performance or anything like that. Everything's still exactly the same. It's literally just an audio thing. So nothing changes in terms of the game itself. Just the audio files that change. What happened? Excuse me. What happened in Austria? We finished P4 in Austria. And a very, very solid race. Unfortunately, we are outside that top 10. A few drivers across the line. We're knocked out at the moment. We are in the preliminary bottom 6. Is there anyone else yet to a lap? Let's find out. Antonelli's on his lap right now. Let's see if he goes faster than us. But at the moment, we are going to be out to Q2. Cross the line goes Antonelli's. 26-0. Wow, great lap. Very nice lap from Antonelli. And that should see him through to Q3 quite comfortably. So, exit time right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a 26.8 from Max Verstappen. That's only a tenth faster than us. However, it is also Max Verstappen. So I think most likely, to get through to Q3, we need about a 26.6, 26.5, that sort of area. So we need to find 3, maybe 4 tenths to get into Q3, I reckon. 3 or 4 tenths. Bottom 6 right now, Esteban Ocon in P11, Pierre Gasly P12, ourselves P13, Hamilton, Hulkenberg, and Stroll all directly underneath us. But so far, Piastri is fastest. Good lap as well, 25.6 is not bad at all. McLaren win the Austrian GP? I think so. I think so. I made that prediction when you were 9th. Uh-oh. Wait, what did you put as a prediction? Top 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10th and below. I'll tell you what, if anyone does top 5 and we get a top 5, you're getting paid. You are getting paid. We need a 26.3 to get into top 5. Pastry's fastest? Yep. What kind of pastry is he, though? That's a big question. With no DRS next season, how's the new system going to work? Essentially, it's going to have 2 modes, essentially. We're having the Active Aero next year, for those who don't know. We're getting rid of DRS. Active Aero is coming in next year. And the way it'll work is essentially the driver can set different modes. I believe there's 2 modes, which is more aero or less aero, essentially. And they can change it as and when they want to try and get more speed in the straights. And, yeah. I don't really know if it will help a lot with overtaking. There's still a bit of a question mark on that, really. But I guess we'll find out next year. I guess we'll find out. Right, let's bolt on the fresh set of softs. 5 and a bit minutes to go. Let's skip to the last 3.5 minutes and prepare for the final lap of qualifying. Das died so Active Aero could stride. Exactly. Exactly. Das was actually innovative, though. There's nothing really innovative about Active Aero. Would you say this is the best F1 game so far? No. Doesn't beat 2020. Will the wing open? Kind of. So basically what will happen is if you have, like, if you set it to the mode where it will have less downforce, then essentially you'll probably, like, see the gaps open up in the front wing and the rear wing a little bit to basically get them a bit more straight line speed. So you might see, like, a little bit more flex, I guess, next year in that sense. But, yeah, the wings will still open a bit, but I don't think anywhere near as much. Is my prediction. Again, it's all a bit of, like, it's all judgmental right now. It's difficult to actually say exactly what will happen. That's the idea, but it could play out massively differently when their cars are actually on track, so...
Standing by.
We'll have to wait and see in, what, 9 months' time? Less than that, actually. So that first video of Dust in action was so, yeah, it was great. I remember in Austria in practice when we, I think it was Bottas, wasn't it, who used it first? And everyone was like, what is this? Illegal! Get it banned! And then all the F1 tech heads were like, wait, that's actually kind of cool, though. It's pretty much what happens. Basically, F4 attack modes. I have no idea how the F4 cars function, to be honest, so I can't really say. But maybe.
2 minutes remaining in the session. We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying. Come on.
Right, let's get these tyres warmed up nicely. I want to get these tyres to about 8 degrees by the time we start the lap.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
Like I said, we need to try and find at least 3 tenths when we get ourselves into Q3. And even finding 3 tenths may not be enough either. So, needs to be a very big lap here. Otherwise, we will be out of Q2, which is not ideal, especially with how Austria went. So, let's see what we can pull together here on this final lap of Q2. Needs to be something very, very special. Tyres in a good place. I actually want to call them off a tiny bit, actually. I don't think they'll get much cooler, really, though, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Let's make sure we open this final corner beautifully. Through the final corner we go. And away we go, ladies and gentlemen. Final lap of Q2. Can we find a big lap here to get ourselves into the final session of the day? I don't know why I pressed the RS button. I mean, we're improving so far. I don't think it's enough, though. Don't think it's enough. Oh, 2.5 tenths, 3 tenths. Could it be enough? Across the line we go. I don't think it is. P12 is where we start. We found 3 tenths at the end, but unfortunately, it's not enough to get into Q3. And we will be starting P12 and knocked out here in Q2. Unfortunately, we gave it everything at the end there, and we did find 3 tenths, but it turns out we needed closer to 5 tenths to get through to Q3. And unfortunately for Charles Leclerc, he is knocked out in Q2 as well. Both Ferraris out in Q2. Not a good session for the Scuderia team at all. Charles Leclerc in a, well, basically, we're in a Ferrari sandwich, aren't we? We're P12, Charles Leclerc P11, Lewis Hamilton P13. A terrible weekend for the Ferrari squad. Both their drivers out in Q2. Ocon P14, Hulkenberg P15, and Lance Stroll P16. They are all out in Q2. Going into Q3 then will be Oscar Piastri, who leads the line so far. Yuki Tsunoda in second, Antonelli in third, Norris in fourth, Russell fifth, Sainz, Albon, Alonso, Gasly, and Verstappen all in that top 10. Not great that Gasly gets into P9 there. Same with Alonso in 8th. They're kind of like our rivals right now in the Constructors. And also Sainz and Albon, both the Williams doing fantastic in their home Grand Prix. Both their drivers doing a 26.3 and getting through to Q3 as well. So, yeah, so unlucky. We gave everything, but unfortunately just wasn't quite enough. And we are knocked out in Q2. We'll start on the 6th row on the grid alongside Charles Leclerc, which doesn't sound that bad. But, yeah, not getting through to Q3 always kind of sucks. But, yeah, P12, ladies and gentlemen, is where we'll start. Let's find out who will get pole in Q3, shall we? Let's see who gets it. Could have knocked out Max if we made it. Yeah. It would need to be a very special lap, though, I think. You know, we did find a lot of time in that lap. The final sector was great. We found, like, a good couple tenths in that final sector. But, yeah, it wasn't enough, unfortunately. Wasn't enough. Sector 1 wasn't ideal. Yeah, Sector 1 was only a little bit faster in. That was a sector I was struggling in so far this weekend, was the first sector. So, yeah, maybe that was enough to get us knocked out. But we did well in that final sector. We found a good amount of time there. But the first sector didn't quite glue together as well as it could have. Has Max got Yuki's car? Maybe. Maybe they swapped cars this weekend. Martin, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dude. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good. What up, Miles? So, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we don't make it into the final qualifying session of the day, which means we will start the British Grand Prix in P12. It's Brawn Time Grand Prix as well, so it'd be great to try and score points here, but it will be very, very tricky. As we said, though, we'll drop the AI down to 108. Their race pace is a bit quicker than their quality pace, so I think 108 on the AI should be about perfect for the race today. But yeah, Yuki seriously OP on F125. Yeah, he's P5 right now in this career. If we have a look at his results, I think he won a couple races. Yeah, he won in Australia, got a hat trick of P2s in Japan, Bahrain, and Saudi. But since then, since Saudi, actually has dropped off quite a lot. Getting a P15 in Spain, P8 in Monaco, double P6 in Canada and Austria. I mean, he's still doing a lot better than what he was doing, you know, in real life, but yeah. Let's not try up in the DRS and make spec extra in the race. Yeah, that'd be great, ideally. That'd be great. Hopefully no DRS issues as well. We've had a couple of DRS issues so far this season. Thankfully, it's always been closed. I'd rather always have it closed than open. But, yeah, those DRS issues have been very difficult. Chrissy, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. Time to get ourselves underway for the British Grand Prix. As you can see, it is going to be a full dry race. No rain is expected for tonight. We're in Silverstone. We're in Britain. How is there no rain? There should be rain. It's England. It always rains in England at some point. But there is a bit of cloud cover towards the end of the race. So I wonder if it might sneak a bit of rain there. But otherwise, doesn't look like it's going to rain. The forecast so far looking pretty clear for the most part. Should be a nice, hot, sunny day. A reminder of how the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship is looking heading into this weekend as well. We're racing as Mark Webber today, and we are currently sitting in P9 with him on 28 points. All those points basically coming from Monaco, when we won the race with Webber. Last time out in Austria, we raced with Enzo, and we got a P4 with him. So we have got a few good results this season, which have accumulated to a good amount of points in the Constructors' standings. We sit P5 in the Constructors' Championship, only 3 up on Aston Martin. So Aston Martin are basically our direct rival right now, and Alonso did out-qualify us. So, yeah, going to be a big fight between ourselves and the Astons today, and hopefully we can try to find a way to come out on top. But while the race loads up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and take a quick toilet break. If you guys grab a drink or a snack, now's a chance to do so. And then we'll regroup in a few moments' time, ready for 52 laps of racing action here in Silverstone.
You join us in the United Kingdom today, or Great Britain as it's alternatively known. Well, it's certainly a great day today as we welcome you to one of the crown jewels of British sport, a track of speed, history and drama. It's Silverstone. It's the British Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of Silverstone Circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri and Antonelli, Sainz, Albon, Fernando Alonso and Pierre Gasly, Leclerc, Webber and Sir Lewis Hamilton and Ocon, Hülkenberg, Stroll, Gabriel Bortoleto and Isaac Hadjar, Behrman, Doohan, Lawson and Enzo Fittipaldi rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Well, they've done so well this year, the 11th team, but that means that next year could be that little bit tougher, because as we all know, the better you do, the higher you finish in the championship, the less development time in the wind tunnel you get the following season.
Absolutely right, Crofty. It's almost like, think of it like this, a success tax. It's a nice problem to have, isn't it, really? But that's what the team are going to face moving forward. But look, they've shown their quality so far, and I'm sure even with that limited wind tunnel time, they'll be great.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the British Grand Prix.
I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Obviously, our home Grand Prix as well with Brawn. Why is it suggesting a 2-stop? And why is it a double soft? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. There's no way, right? There's no way. Bro, I used up all my soft tires. Uh-oh. Is Thrustmaster teeth wrench a good wheel? Yes. I would have thought... Oh, no. I don't like it, actually. I feel like a two-stop here is a bad idea, no? It's such a long pit lane. It doesn't feel like a good idea. Is everyone starting on softs? Oh, no. Everyone's starting on soft tires. Bro, tire wear's so bad here. Oh, that makes me very nervous. I mean, according to that, it does look like we have one fresh soft tire. Oh, mate, I don't know. Medium then soft. Start on soft tire. And we do have 2 sets of mediums. Oh, no, we've got 2 sets of hards, haven't we? We've got the harder tire allocation. We've only got 1 set of mediums. I feel like a soft, medium might have been interesting. I don't know. Start medium and see what happens? Yeah, maybe. I'm not convinced about that soft tire. I'm not convinced about it. That's so much wear. I think by the time we put on the medium tires, there'll be like 70% maybe, close to. Give that soft reserve, maybe, oof. I'm definitely leaning more towards a medium hard than a medium soft. Definitely. I don't like that strategy. I really don't. I never knew Silverstone had so much wear. This year it does. Tire wear generally is a bit more amplified this year, so... Best strategy is do what others do. Yeah, but then you're not always likely to win that way. If you don't do what others do, maybe you can find a way to beat them with a different strategy. Shit car doesn't help either. Very true. Very true. I would like to start on the medium tire, I think. I don't think I want to start on the softs. I know it's very contrasting to what everyone else is doing, because everyone's starting on soft tires, so it will be tricky at the start. But I'd imagine with everyone starting on soft tires, surely they'd do a 2-stop, right? We might win. We might be able to get a good position alone on strategies, so... I don't know. I don't know. That pit lane is very long. Very, very long. I'm going to start on the medium tires, and worst comes worst, we'll do an invert of what the AI are doing. All the AI are starting on softs. They'll probably do like a soft, soft, medium, or a soft, medium, soft. And if they one stop, they'll do a soft, medium. Maybe a soft, hard. But, yeah, we're basically going to invert, I think. But I would very much like to one-stop this. Go 2-stop, medium, medium, hard. What does that look like, out of curiosity? Oh, no, we haven't got a... Again, haven't got a... only got 1 medium tire. Yeah. We've only got 1 medium tire, so not really doable. Yeah. I don't know. I think we play it by ear, chat. I think we play it by ear. We start on the mediums and most likely go hards. On the second stint, maybe we go softs. I ain't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. This is going to be a very, very tricky strategy today, I think. Fuel says 2 laps up. That should be fine as well. Yeah. We'll run it. We'll run it and see what happens. If we were to do a medium hard, what lap do we need to pit? 24? That seems about right. Make up as you go along. Basically, yeah. Basically. All right. We'll rock that, I think, chat. We'll see what happens. We'll start on the mediums and... yeah, we'll see where we go with that. Right, final little bit before we get started, ladies and gentlemen. Prediction time. What do we do for our prediction? We start this one in P12. Our teammate is down in P22. Top 8. Honestly, I'm just thinking a top 10, to be honest with you. I'm thinking a top 10. I think getting points today is going to be very, very difficult, so I'm not against just doing a top 10. Will teammate finish the race? Will they not bin themselves this time? Ryan, 23, S1E12, Hindi, thank you for the follows on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys are doing good. Appreciate the follows. Ocon versus Weber. So it's not a bad shout, to be fair, but... And then we'll play it safe and just try and go for that top 10. Fairly simple and basic one. But it will be a good one, I think, today, because getting that top 10 is going to be hard work. And, yeah, that early stint is going to be interesting against the other soft tires. The first up be revealing. It will be, yep. It will be. Top 10 it is. Perfect. Let's go with that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, then. Time to get ourselves ready and underway for the British Grand Prix. Brawn GP's home Grand Prix as well. And we want to try and get a good result for the home GP. We got a great result in Austria where we got a P4 with Enzo. But this is very different circumstances. We start this one in P12. And the strategies are looking very tricky for today. It looks like the AI are going to two-stop. We don't want to do that. We know the pit lane here is very long. It could take up to 30 seconds sometimes. Maybe even longer. To get a pit stop done here. So if we could try and avoid that second stop, that'd be perfect. So we are going to start on the medium tires, and we're going to see how the tires evolve from there. From that point onwards, we either do a medium hard, or maybe we'll try and do a medium soft. I have no idea. So that first stint will be very telling to decide on what we want to do for today's Grand Prix. But the one stop is what we are aiming for, and hopefully we can accomplish that and get in that top 10. That'll be the prediction for today as well, ladies and gentlemen. Will we finish in the top 10 here in Silverstone? Make sure to get predictions up in the chat. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for 52 laps of racing action here in Great Britain. Ladies and gentlemen, prediction is up on the Twitch right now. Will we break into the top 10 and get a top 10 at the end of the race? Get your predictions up on the chat in the Twitch right now. Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, where we finish here in Silverstone. Let me know in the chat right now.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the British Grand Prix. Brawn's home GP as well. We want a good result to show for it. P12 is where we start. Work to do from here out, and especially being on that medium tire, we know it's going to be tricky in this first stint, but hopefully we can try and get something later on. We're playing the long game here. Hopefully we can get the rewards for it as well. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights here in Silverstone. A long hold, but we're underway, and it's not a bad launch off the line until Alonso is off the line terribly in PA. We can try and grab the inside with 3 wide. We're pushed over the apex. Oh my goodness. Drama early on here. I think Leclerc almost got collected as well. We still hold the inside through turn 3 against Fernando Alonso. Can we try and get around the outside through turn 4 as well? Have we got the grip? The tyres are still very cold. Alonso still trying to hold that inside line. We're just nearly drift wide. We'll use a bit of battery now to try and get ahead of the Spaniard. And we do get ahead of the Spaniard as well. But he's not giving up, though. He's fighting away, trying to get back in position. We've got a little bit deep. And Alonso will take back that P9 away from us. A good little scrap. We made up a couple positions already. Started P12. Currently sitting P10. Great start. Great start. But, yeah, 3 wide turn 1. We just got forced over the inside curve there. Was far from ideal, but either way, small chin turn 1. I got pushed over the curb. I wasn't aiming for that over the curb at all. I got pushed over it. Thank God we was on regular track limits, huh? Ran a little bit wide. Beckett's there. Here's how much you can have a go here. He might have a little look at the insides. We've just got enough straight line speed just to hold him at bay for the time being. Into the final sector we go. Nah, chat, you'll see. You'll see. We'll watch the replay at the end of the race. You'll see. We got forced over the curb. Any damage? No, I think we're good. It was mainly tire-to-tire contact, so should be all right. Yeah, medium tire's not gripping too well at turn 1 at the moment. However, in the braking zone, we do just inch a bit closer to Alonso. Out from turn 4 we go. And DRS will be open for the first time in this race. Great start, though. Like I say, we started in P12. Currently sitting P10, so not a bad start at all ahead of both the Ferraris, so I'm sure we'll be very aggressive early on here, especially on that soft tyre. We are playing the longer game here too, so gonna struggle now. The soft swarming, yeah. That's what I'm not looking forward to, is that soft tyre in the early stages. But we saw in qualifying, the softs wear so quickly. So surely after like 6-7 laps maybe, we'll be in a good spot. I hope anyway. We'll find out. Beckett, we go. Not a great exit, unfortunately, and unfortunately, Lewis Hamilton will get past us, and he does go into P10. I guess that was going to happen at some point, wasn't it?
Might make a mistake, and we could still regain the position.
They get a great exit from the top of the hill there. Hamilton was super early on the throttle, and it just stuck. A little bit concerning. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a game of patience, isn't it? Have we hit 26k? Let's go, chat. 26,000 followers on Twitch. I love to see it. Appreciate all the followers on Twitch. You guys are legends. On to 27 now. Soon, maybe 30. Let's see. Yeah, we'll let Ronaldo do that. I think he's got the money. I think he's got the money. Shouldn't need to worry about it too much, don't think. I mean, if it gives 10 subs, he'll make that back in, like, what? A minute, if that? Bro, just balling out here. Lewis Hamilton's escaping away a little bit here, isn't he? Through cops we go. Nearly running it wide. I've got a bit of a gap to Gasly behind, which is not bad, but I want to try and stay with the guys in front, but I don't know how possible that's going to be. Cockpit's alive. First one seen that in a while. Did get DRS, but here goes Charles Leclerc. W block, Howick. W block. Ryan, Byoshi, Jim, thank you for the Twitch, guys. That's bro. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Appreciate the follows. I think there might have been a few more that I'll get to in a moment, too. Everyone's very slow in this last sector. They're all holding each other up. That might give us a bit of a benefit later in the race. But right now, we've got 2.4 seconds to Gasly. So we've got a bit of a gap to guys behind. Let's just make sure we do stay within good range. These guys in front. And we should be all right. Tyre wear. That's the tyre wear right now, the bottom right. Sorry, I had to switch DRS modes. Yeah, tyre wear's okay so far. 8 and 7 on the left side. I'd imagine the soft tyres probably about double that by now at least. The soft tyres are wearing quite quickly. I hope. But look at the gap to Gasly, 3.2. So we've definitely got pace over the guys behind. We just got to make sure we stay in the DRS range of Charles Leclerc. That's very important for our race, I reckon. Very, very important. Nitro, thanks for following as well, mate. Appreciate it. I think I'm all caught up on follows now. Appreciate the follows, legends. The AI get great launches out of Beckett's as well. Silverstone next week? It is indeed. You're going, right, Howick? I think you're going. Yeah, look how much they hold each other up in the final few corners. That's mad. Hopefully it keeps us in the game, though. What's the camera settings? If you go to my Twitch and do the command camera, you'll find him on there. Why would someone spend 7.5 just to block? Because Howick probably has like 500,000 channel points.
Teammate by 8.5 seconds.
I don't think he cares. I want to try to get tickets for Silverstone, but they were sold out. Yeah. Silverstone tickets typically do sell out very quickly, if I remember correctly. The Aston and the Williams fighting ahead of us. Alonso versus Albon, I think it is. Oh, bit of a slide on the rear tyres. That might knock us out DRS. Don't want that at all. But there is some battling going on, though. That might help us out. Let's see. Oh, in fact, I think Hamilton and Charles Leclerc almost collided on the exit of Cops. And they're still too wide through Max and Beckett, and now pull us straight back into range as well. Hamilton having to go very defensive against the Monegasque. And we do get back inside DRS range thanks to their little scrap there. Don't think we've seen the last of that, though. Indeed, we haven't. Oh, that was wide there. Look like got a bad exit. Hamilton holds on to P10 again. They're not going to go at it again here, are they? No, they're not. Charles Leclerc thinks better of it. But then two Ferraris flying away. What could possibly happen? Talk normal, mate. F1 hour accent. You ain't got to watch, buddy. You ain't got to watch. Out from turn 4 we go. Stay in that DRS. That's all we need. Just pure DRS. The medium tyres will hold on nicely as long as we stay in DRS. 4.5 to Gasly as well. We're still cooking. Still doing all right. Talk like you're actually racing. I am racing. This is real life. Everything you're seeing, all real. Driver in front is actually Charles Leclerc, by the way. Is this first or second season? First. Is this the F1 movie? Yeah, we're actually Sunny Hayes right now. The livery looks identical to Epic's GP. Oh no! Understeering like crazy on the exit there. I'll take the warning. I will take the warning. It's like I'm really back in 2009. That's the idea. Immersiveness. Remove the mod, bring it season 2. Let me think about that. No. I want it now. So I have it now. 4.8 to Gasly, still extending the gap to him. Hopefully these soft tyres are starting to drop off now. We're on lap 7. We should start seeing the soft tyres dropping off. Let's see. 15% on the left side for us. Surely the surely that left side of the soft tyres is even worse than ours by a good mile. Gotta be. Gotta be. What's your car in the R&D? Second worst. Very understeering at Cop still. Thank you for the 12 months, Harwin. I appreciate that. I'm sorry. The V8s, just you can't stay away from them. I mean, come on. It's Brawn GP. You gotta have V8s in it. I couldn't wait that long. I couldn't. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do spin chat to welcome Harwood into Vince Fam though for the 12 months. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you. Yeah, I'm starting to struggle with grip on the rear. If the medium tires drop off before the softs, I'll be very upset, by the way. Very upset. Still getting on the guys behind, which is good, but... Ask for driver in front. Driver in front.
Leclerc is ahead of you.
Whoa,
and the
holy
time
shit.
last lap, 1 minute 32.5. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. We're gaining by around 0.2 per lap. Keep going.
Did it say one more stop? Did I hear that correctly? Did it say one more? So... I'm sorry, I'm very confused. How are they going to do that? Bro, how are the softs going to survive that long? Nuh-uh. Oh my god. Albon went very wide out the our cops there. Do you think they go hard tires? I just went very wide in return. On Alex Albon there as well. Yeah, the tires feel very numb right now. Soft hard 100%, you reckon? Do you think everyone's doing that? I keep missing that apex by a mile there. Is every driver going to do that? That's crazy. Top 3 are in Spa? Oh my god, yeah, the top 3 have disappeared. Wait, no way that the guy that was talking shit is a Fortnite editor on his TikTok. That's so funny. Talking shit to people while doing Fortnite edits. That's hilarious. Very good. That is very, very good. They're on the Ben Daly strat? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. But yeah, the top 3 have absolutely disappeared. They're in Abu Dhabi by now. I'm still trying to make sure we stay alongside Charles Leclerc as long as we can. Do people actually still unironically play Fortnite, by the way? I don't think I've seen anything on Fortnite in like 3 years. Leclerc ran very wide on the exit of cops. Seen that a couple times so far from the AI. I generally haven't seen like a Fortnite clip or anything in ages. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I saw one a couple months ago when they released the Darth Vader AI thing. But before that, a long time. That Darth Vader AI was interesting, to say the least. Very interesting. Yeah, it's very much a young person game. Very much.
Gap to your teammate behind, 12.8 seconds.
I kind of wish I installed Fortnite just to try the Darth Vader AI. It was very much unfiltered, we'll say at the time. It was pretty funny. Very, very funny, some of the shit was coming out with. Pretty sure young kids still playing it more than ever? Really? Damn. I think the only time I played Fortnite really was when it first came out, and then when they did the OG, I think last year was it. Maybe a bit longer, I can't remember. Why have Arsenal signed Norgard? Because we need midfield depth. He's not going to be a starter. He's just depth. Same reason we signed Jorginho. Are these soft tires going to die or what? I'm getting a little bit stressed out over here. These soft tires are not falling off. Darth Vader AI, but Crofty, I imagine. And Martin Brundle alongside him. PUBG. I played a bit of PUBG in the past. I'm so bad at that game, though. I'm awful at PUBG. You're working on an AI for the F1 engineer comms, so hopefully it goes better than Vader did. That's kind of sick, though. I like that. Hopefully it goes well. AI has definitely come on leaps and bounds in the last few years, hasn't it? How the 6-second gap? We've just been faster than them. As a scientific midfielder, a goalkeeper looking at new cinema, but not a striker. The striker situation is so weird at the moment. I don't know what's going on with that. I think we're just like getting all the secondary and optional stuff out the way first, and then fully focusing on the striker after. I hope, at least. I hope. We also need a left winger as well, really, but yeah, striker is definitely the main issue. Have we solved the straight line issue? I mean, not really. We've got a workaround, which helps in some cases, but not all cases. Best thing to do, lower the wings. That's it. That's all you can do. I think your tires are cooked. They don't feel great. 27, 25 on the left side. But like I say, surely if our tires are feeling this bad, the guys in front must be feeling it worse, right? Surely. I do feel like we are starting to get a bit faster on the slow speed corners, but the medium and high speed ones, we're not really getting as much as I'd like. Where's the best place to find free setups? There's a website called Sim Racing Setups, literally just like that do free setups. They're not amazing, but they'll get you started. You can also find them on time trial as well. Just admit Arsenal could they sign Norgard. As a backup midfielder, you're acting like he's going to be like our star centre mid or something. Bro, he cost us £9 million. It's just a low-risk signing for a bit of depth. I don't understand the problem. The same as Kepa. He's a backup goalkeeper for £5 million. What's the problem with that? I don't understand why everyone's getting so wound up about it. We still have 2 months to go in the transfer window. If by the end of it, we haven't got a striker on a left winger, then yeah, we can look back and say that was a disgrace. But we're literally barely a month into the window right now. I don't understand it. I like Norgard as well, yeah. Obviously, you know, being a bit older, 31 years old, it will have its downside. It will deteriorate after a year or two, but like I say, it's just a bit of depth for this season, maybe next season, that's it. He's not going to be a starting player. Kai Havertz on the wing. Oh, no. The guy can barely play up top. There's no way I'm having on the wing. I don't know how I'm doing this, but I'm literally just about clinging on DRS every single lap. Very lucky with that right now. What do you think of Partey leaving? I don't mind, we've got replacement. I don't think Partey will be a big miss. Holding on with a hope and a prayer, literally. I don't know, these soft tyres are weird, aren't they? In qualifying, it looked like they'd wear way too quickly, but the AI are holding on pretty good so far. And if they're going to one-stop as well, oh boy. I don't know what to think of that. I have no idea what to think of that. Here goes Leclerc on the outside of Albon. Leclerc just cannot get past Alex Albon right now. He keeps going for moves, but doesn't really commit to it. 110 AI, 108. Look how close we get in the slow speeds. Surely these medium tires are getting better. Surely. If we're going to pounce to it now, I'm trying, I promise. I'm trying. But I just can't quite get close enough to overtake at the moment. How was Le Mans? Le Mans was amazing. Party gets to get booked every game? Yeah, it felt like it. Yeah, we're definitely getting a bit quicker on the slower speeds now, aren't we? Compared to those guys in front. Sign Albon's play defender? Yeah, the way he's going right now. Don't put Leclerc at striker and put Albon as centre-back. That's what I'm saying. I cannot count the amount of times the AI have gone wide in that cops corner, by the way. They constantly drifted wide there. I hope we're not cooking up our engine right now either, being in this dirty air. 136, a little bit on the high side, but should be okay. Bro, Leclerc keeps trying to go for the outside and fails every time. Like, brother, there are other ways to overtake. At least he's getting in position to overtake, to be fair. I can't even do that right now. Medium slowly paying off the corners now. Yeah, I think so. I hope.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
I think they're just like pulling away a little bit in the non-DRS straights, aren't they? Any little straight without a DRS is where they're a bit quicker, I think. Come on. Do I put traction on? No. All my assists are off. Do we have a new engine mod? We do indeed. So we're using the V8s. A very fitting engine to use for a Brawn. What do I have braking on? All my assists are off. I don't use any assists. Oh, come on. They're a little bit quicker going through Magus and Beckett's as well, I think. Yeah, Leclerc is literally going for the same move every time. And it's just not getting it done. Not exactly the most adaptive of AI, is it? Not very intelligent, going for the same move every corner. I think it's done that, what, 6 times now? Do I have pit lane assists? Once again, all of my assists are off. When I say all, I mean all. Not any. Like in 2021, Abu Dhabi. Sorry, Hamilton fans. All my assists are off. Every single one. Flux capacitor assist off. I've got that set to 50%. Is that okay? Chat, you guys are a bunch of trolls. I hate you. Just so you know. I cannot get close enough. I literally cannot get close enough. Charlotte Club was actually a little bit too far back to make a move this time. Didn't look like it was going to make it anyway. Oh, Alex Albon's in. That's a 2-stop, right? Oh, we've got quite a few people pitting. That's a 2-stop, surely. If they're pitting on lap 16...
Piastri stopping now.
Shut up. Driver behind.
Okay, Sonoda's behind you. They've just entered the pits.
Mediums.
They're on fresh mediums. We think they've got one more stop.
Okay, yeah, they're 2-stopping. So Leclerc and whoever's probably staying out here, anyone staying out is on a 1-stop. Anyone boxing now is on a 2-stop. 1-stop is doable then. 1-stop is doable. This should be quite interesting at the end of the race. This should be very interesting at the end. Question is, do we do the 1-stop or the 2-stop ourselves? Should we stick to the one stop? Uh-oh. Had a huge slide there. Yeah, fair. That's my second warning for track limits. Uh-oh. Gotta be very careful here, chat. Second warning already. After 17 laps, not even halfway through. Keep to one stop, you reckon? Keep DRS Leclerc. I'll try it. I cannot get to the apex of that right-hander. I cannot meet it. Sainz in ahead of us as well.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
We're in the top 10 for now. Don't know how long for, though. Teammates in. They're like last anyway, not as if it matters to us.
Okay, Enzo's coming in for his stop.
Full weight's next stop, roger that. Bring up the ultra hards. Box for ultra hards. Hey, fun. Set this off the engine just in case. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Go hards. Go with a normal strategy for now. And if there's a late safety car, then we should be okay. I think if we get a safety car from like lap 40 onwards, that'll be perfect for soft tire. For me, at least. I had to back off the throttle. That was nearly another warning. Are we going soft or hard? Hards. I don't think I can extend this tire enough for a soft tire. Oh, God. Rear tire's getting squirmy. Rear tire's getting very out of shape now. Oh, God. I don't like Lando being hit. Lando will get past me very quickly. He's on a soft tire, a fresh soft, so he'll blitz past me like I'm not even here, really. How's Leclerc chilling on the softs? I have no idea. I cannot stay with him. Well, I guess I can, but I cannot get close to him. Lando didn't go for it. I thought he would. Lando needs to get by very quickly or he's going to cook his race. He is going to cook his race if he doesn't get past me quickly. And I think it's about to happen right now. I don't think I'll fight it too much. Otherwise, that will hurt our race. And now we get dirty air as soon as I try and take the corner. Nice.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focused.
Very good. And I might not even got DRS after all that anyway. He flew through Max Beckers there. We did get DRS, thankfully. But he was flying through Max Beckers. Look at that. He's past Charles Leclerc already. Damn. Where's the warning? I lifted off a lot. I lifted off a lot to make sure I didn't get a warning. Usually, if you lift off a good bit and kind of like hand back a lot of time, you get away without a warning. But it can be a bit hit and miss doing that. Yeah, I think Charles Leclerc might pull away a little bit now, annoyingly. This medium tyre has not done as much as I thought it would. Yeah, Sonoda's getting very quickly. Lap 20 of 52. Sonoda is going to catch quite a lot through these hat-trick corners as well. Yep. He'll pass me on the hanger straight easily. Very, very easily. Box hard's 21. I think our pit window right now was 24, I believe. Yeah, 24 for hards was the pit window. Problem is, I have no idea how the hards are going to be here either. We've not done any practice on the hard tyre here.
And gap to the car in front, 2.1 seconds.
Maybe a two-stop maybe a two-stop it was. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But it's such a long pit stop here, though. Unless the time where really it's that bad, but... 29.8 for Lando. It's a very quick lap. We're like 3 seconds slower than that.
You're losing 2 seconds a lap to the car behind. 2 seconds.
We're still gapping Ocon, which is good. I think our top 10 is going to be very, very difficult, I think. Doing everything I can. Who was it that was around us when they pit? I think it was Albon, right? So what we need to know is that gap to Albon, really, wherever he is on the track. That'd be good info. Albon's in front of Charles, yeah. So wherever Albon is kind of like the reference point, really. Don't know where exactly he is behind us, but Sonoda's going for it on Charles Leclerc through Cops. How many laps you got left on these tires? Not a lot. That's the wear right now. 50% in the front left. Bro, how are the soft tires not destroyed? Our front left's on 50%. How are the softs not cooked? Like the new PFP bench, thank you. That's not Cops. I mean, it is. Cops is the corner before Magus and Beckett's. Don't do it here, Piastri, please. Cops is turn 1. Turn 1 of the old track layout, yes. Not of the current one. I would Google a track map if I was you. It's rally on, actually. Go for it, Piastri. Go, 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 go. Try not to lose too much time here. But all these front markers coming past us is losing us a lot. I still don't see Albon within 10 seconds yet, so he might still be okay. Maybe. Why didn't you defend? Piastri's not our race. Piastri's already pit, we haven't. He is not our race today. How's Leclerc still faster? I don't know. I don't know. We're a couple laps away from pitting though, chat. 24 is our pit window. So we are very close to pitting. 29.3 for Lando. $32.7 for ourselves. Our lap times are so much slower. So much slower. But yeah, Charles Leclerc is definitely pulling away, isn't it? And there's little I can do about it. I mean, I guess he is in a much superior car, right?
Okay, so we're leading.
Our car is definitely inferior to his. Alonso 10 seconds behind. Okay, so he was about 5 seconds in front of us before his pit stop, I think. And now he's already 10 seconds behind. So he is two-stopping. But that's the gap that we have at the moment to probably where Albon is as well, I reckon. I think Albon will be fairly close. You're doing box this lap, you reckon? That'd mean 29 on the hard tires. Do you want to do it, Chad? Do you want a box? Yeah, you reckon box? Hard tires, yeah?
Feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes.
You're telling me. Hard tires, yeah, chat? Box.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
I pushed the button anyway. Okay. Hard tires. They're already on. Perfect. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see the gap to Albon as well. I think Albon is right behind Stroll, I reckon. We'll find out in a moment. Look how long it is in the pit lane. Crazy long. Oh, that's Sainz. Where's Albon? There he is. Don't be slow. 2.5, nice.
Okay, go, go, go. That was a fantastic
Okay, Albon's
stop.
not a million miles away.
Expecting.
Albon is not a million miles
That was
away.
our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Tires are spinning up a lot of the picks of that. Sainz to Williams, yeah. 9.4 to Albon. I mean, it is a bit of a gap. However, if we could try and, like, keep it around that level, not get it too high. How long was that entire stop chat? 30 seconds? Was I right? Was it around 30 seconds? $32, 33. Okay, I think we're in a good spot then. I think we're in a good spot. I'm already feeling more grip on this hard tire. Because that means Albon has at least 20 seconds to catch up on his next stint. If we can stabilize the gap as it is. It's doable, but it's going to be a lot of work from him. It's going to be a lot of work. Isaac Kadjar's going to get a bit closer here as well. Which is not quite what I wanted. Is Charlotte still on the softs? Yep. Charles hasn't pit yet still. Depends how long it takes for him to pit. Oh, no, he's in the pits right now, actually. As I say that. He's on pit exit right now. Five seconds to Charles. Yeah. I think Charles a bit of a gunner at this point, isn't he? He's a bit of a gunner at this point. Driver behind.
Okay, Hadjar behind. Time last lap, 1:31.0. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
I don't like that Hadjar's keeping up with me. Don't like that at all. Green first sector. I'm not pulling away from Hadjar.
The car ahead's coming to fit the medium.
Gap to Albon is staying about the same though, which is good news. Gap to Albon is maintaining. That I'm very happy to say. But I don't like Hadjar staying with me here. In fact, we actually gained a few corners, don't we? Like the new wig. Where did you buy that? I want one. What? Just because I got rid of my bird's nests. How do you know the other hair wasn't a wig, huh? Maybe my old hair was a wig. Faster than Albon now? Yep, 9.0. Yeah, we're going to be carrying Hadjar along with us here. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Jimsy coming in with 11-month resub as well. Thank you much, Jimsy, for the 11 months, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, get a slow spin chat to welcome Jimsy into Vince fam for the 11. I appreciate you, dudes. Does Bro ever play without sound mods? Bro, this is the first one I'm doing on F125. Have you not watched any streams up until now? No, I can tell. Yeah, Hadjar's gonna get past me.
Okay, gap ahead, 7.1 seconds.
I'll try to stay with him as much as I can. Maybe he can tow us around a little bit. You watching, Fratic? Sorry to hear that. Let me know if you ever need someone to talk to.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Yeah, I think we can keep up with Hadjar, okay. We can keep up with Hadjar. Fabio has a family event, sorry. I had to. The opportunity had risen, I had to go for it. I'm sure I'd do the same. We love Fabio, really. Come on. I'll tell you what, the fuel isn't burning as much as I thought it would either. We're 2 laps over right now. Well, we started 2 laps over, and we're currently on 1.7 over, so the fuel did not burn anywhere near as much as I thought it would. Charles Leclerc's getting very close to Albon here as well. I think Charles Leclerc could be in a good position this race. That one stop could well cook. .3 to the guys behind as well. Yeah, strategies are going to play a big part in this race, chat. Big, big part. Do you have any mods apart from the V8? No, just the V8. I probably will get a livery mod fairly soon, at some point. But that'll be about it, I reckon.
Gap to your teammate behind.
Maybe in like later seasons we'll add some custom liveries to the other cars and things, but for now, just a sound mod and eventually a livery mod for ourselves. You could try to burn some fuel to get a bit lighter, is that too risky? It's kind of hard to do that in racing conditions, really. I'm not really trying to fuel save. I am pushing the car, so it should be burning fuel, it just kind of isn't. I just thought it'd be a bit more of a fuel-burning track, but I guess it's not. But we are over halfway through the race now, lap 28.52. We are into the second half of this race. I think Albon's got away from us a little bit, you know. I think Albon's pulled away a touch. It's a Brawn GP. I don't want to drive a turd. Appreciate the offer, though. Feel like I'll be too strong, right? Makes for a change in these cars. .1 to Albon now, damn. He's got away a little bit, isn't he? We were 9.5, closing to 9 at one stage, but now, yeah, 11 seconds. We have to try and cut a bit more time down now, aren't we? I would assume he was probably trying to go, like, very high pace against Leclerc, but 2 stop? No, we're 1 stopping. There are some people that are 2 stopping, but we're 1 stopping. Weren't we 16 seconds behind Albon? When we came out the pits, we were 9 seconds behind, 9.5. It went down to 9, but then his battle with Leclerc happened, and now he's 11 behind, so... Or 11 ahead, I should say. Problem is, I do feel like being stuck behind Hadjar might be hurting our pace. But again, I just can't quite get close enough to pass him. Lewis Hamilton goes fastest. Here in Silverstone, his home Grand Prix, of course. I'm sure the home crowd are very happy about that.
Tyre condition still looking good.
All over the back of him here, though. Maybe we can get past the next straight. I think it's a Wellington straight, next one, right? If I remember correctly. James, thank you much for the 6-month resub. Sorry, 11-month resub as well, buddy. I appreciate that, dude. I might have missed that. If I did, I apologize, dudes. Thank you much for the 11 months regardless, though, man. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate the 11. What up, Peter? Yeah, I can't get close enough to overtake him in the straight. We get a bit closer, but just not enough to pass him annoyingly. I feel like Lance Stroll might be catching us. That's not something I like saying. It's much inside curve there. I think Stroll's got a bit closer to us. I did say it twice? Okay, fair. There you go. Double shout out there. You love to see it. Cryptic, Dave, and Ghost Dragon. Thanks for following on Twitch as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys are doing good. Appreciate the follows. Come on.
Catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tires.
Yeah, Stroll is definitely closing. I don't like that. Stroll is getting closer. Hopefully he's got to do a second stop. Let's find out, actually. Driver behind.
That's Stroll behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. And the time last lap, 1 minute 30.4.
No, he's not doing another stop. Uh-oh. His pace is very good for a one-stopper then. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Again, we're still losing to Albon. And he's not got any DRS either. Oh, I don't like some of these positions we're in. One of the others due to stop again. It depends what tyre they go on to next, really. I don't know what tyre they're doing next, so I'm not too sure. Got no profile pick, I say? I did, we do. Finally. Are the engine sounds a mod? Yep. I think we need to try and get past Hadjar. Did I book a photographer? Yeah, I did. Turns out Dana's not too bad with it. Expensive booking, though, mind. Was Albon one of the first to pit? Don't know. I think so. I think he was. Oh my god. Damn, he was still on the apex there. Stroll's still catching. I hate that we're just stuck in this position, man. I cannot go past Hadjar. Tires, though. Tires are very good. 12% on that left side. We've been on these tires for nearly 10 laps now. And the left side's only on 12. That's very good. Let's hope that the wear will give us some sort of benefit at the end here. Did the car reach your current limit? Yeah, I'm afraid to say that as well. But I'm just hoping we might start seeing some tyre differences at some point. Although we are fairly close to Hadjar this time. Here we go. That's what we needed. A great exit out of Beckett's. And finally we're past Hadjar. Can we try and get a bit of a move on now? Sainz is in again. Stroll ain't come in though, yeah. Took long enough, we finally got a move done.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 18.1
However,
seconds.
he's right at my tail again, isn't he? Please go away, Isaac. Please go away. 2.7 to Stroll. Stroll's getting closer, man. Stroll's pace right now is scarily quick. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. V12s, close. V8s. Try and send it through Magnussen Beckett's. Try and open that gap a bit more. That was a great Magnussen Beckett's. Really nice, actually. Really, really nice. Nearly broke DRS. Nearly. Let's try and do it the rest of this lap if we can. Maybe that soft tyre on Isaac Kajar's car is starting to drop off a little bit. Come on. Don't fight Stroll too much. Yeah, we can maybe use Stroll to catch up to Albon, possibly. Because Stroll's pace right now does look very good. So, if we can stick with Stroll, maybe we can catch Albon with that. Just unintentionally had a great turn 4 there. Gap to Albon's 11.6. It has come down a little bit more, that gap. It was at 12 seconds at one stage. Surely Albon pit again. He's going to, yep. Albon's on a 2-stop. Which is why, like, we need to try and get that gap down as much as possible now. It's all going to come down to the final few laps, this. At the moment, although there's not, like, a huge amount of track action, this is all about strategy, this race. It really is the difference between the 1-stop and the 2-stop. We have broke away from Hadjar's DRS, which is good. So just got to keep an eye on that Albon gap and hopefully try and bring it down before he pits. Whenever that will be. Right now. Albon's in the pits right now. I think Hadjar's in too. Yeah, he is.
Piastri is in the pits.
So, past Alex Albon we go. Piastri's on hard tyres. Alonso, I think, is on another set of mediums. I assume Albon's on mediums too. Do I still have to pit though? No, we don't have to. We can do, but I don't think there's much point.
Enzo's in the pits. Enzo is in the pits now.
We are on these hard tyres till the end of the race. Till we see the checkered flag. Punisher, thanks for following us, well, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in. Gonna need some kissing to these tyres? Yeah. Yeah, gotta treat these tyres nicely. I can't flat out cops yet, unfortunately, though. The moment we can flat out cops, I'll be very happy. It's getting close, but not quite. Lance's pace is good, yeah. I think we're starting to even out with him, though. Am I right? It seems like our pace with Lance Stroll is starting to even out. Maybe the hard tyres don't have a bit of better grip. Is Stroll not making any inroads? No, he's not. Although he did get in a little bit in those final few corners. It's taking it to. Sergio Roberto won. Back to 2.5 now. Come on. Honestly, all I care about right now is the gap to Albon. Unfortunately, there's no way we can see. I might need you guys to calculate it. But that gap to Albon is kind of the only thing we really need to care about. I think Albon is the difference between us and a P10. And that's all we want is a top 10. We knew game big points would be tricky. But if we can score a top 10, I'll be very happy with that. Any points is decent. Nice Magnussen Beckett's again.
No tyre concerns at the moment.
I think Albon is entering Magnussen Beckett's now. So that's the gap we have. So if anyone wants to time that, feel free. Yeah. Yeah, it's on the final straight. Looks about 15 seconds, roughly. It's definitely a catchable gap, but how much of it is catchable? New PB, 30.7. $12 seconds, roughly? Really? Is that it? It's only 12 seconds behind? 13? Ooh. That's not as much as I was hoping it would be. I was kind of hoping it'd be close to 20 seconds, but... That's, yeah. What position's our teammate in? Probably last. How's the race been? To be honest, there's not been a huge amount of track action. Not a huge amount of overtakes and stuff. However, we've had a very interesting two-stop versus one-stop strategy. And I think that's all going to be rewarded in the final laps. All depends on that gap to Albon. Albon is kind of different between us on points, I think. We've got a good few cars behind us, so let's see. Alonso looks kind of slow. I think he's struggling to pass Stroll, which I don't mind in the slightest. Stroll gaining. Yeah, that's a downside, though. The gap to Stroll was fairly even. We had a bad lap there, 31.3. That was not a great lap for ourselves. I'm convinced Stroll's got a box again, right? Trevor behind.
Stroll behind. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 13 laps old. Time last lap, 1.
No, he's going to take them to the end. 11 seconds. Is he getting about a second a lap? Alex Albon. Alonso's past Stroll. Never mind, they're fighting. Keep holding him up, Lance. Keep holding him up. You've been doing us a solid. Keep holding him up. Damn it, he got through. Okay, so if he's gaining a second a lap, he'll get us on lap 49. We might still be able to hold on, though. Especially if we can figure out a bit more pace. Yeah, those Astons are catching up quickly. Don't like that in the slightest at the moment. They're catching up very quickly. Yeah, Alonso's on his second stop now. He's on his final stint. He's done his 2. Battery save. I'm finding it difficult to do that, to be honest with you. Because I'm also trying to keep the pace up. Sainz has passed Stroll. We need some battery upgrades, is what we need, really. Tyre wear. Let's have a look. 24 and 23 on the left, 12 and 15 on the right. So right side's perfectly fine. Just that left side coming up now. Straight line speed versus AI is cooked, I find. Yeah. Yeah, the straight line speed's a big problem in this game. Only way to counteract it is to run low downforce. That's all you can do. But yeah, I've been on these tyres since lap 23, so they're actually holding on very nicely, to be honest with you. I'm fairly happy about their durability. There comes Alonso. Will he get past this time round, first time of asking? I don't think he will. Into the hanger straight. Still just having that gap right now. He's going to get past quickly, isn't he? That's not ideal either. That's not ideal in the slightest.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 15.1 seconds.
Rear's no longer with us. Yeah, Rear has left the room. Bro left the team meeting. We might get taken by Alonso and Sainz down here. Shit. I don't think there's a lot I can do here. Here goes Alonso. Up the inside. Oh, bit of contact on the wheels. I mean, if I could try and stay in DRS with these guys, that'd be good, right? Easy said and done, though. Thorminator coming in with a raid. Thank you much for the raid, Thorminator. Hope you had a good stream, dudes. Appreciate everyone coming over. Hope you guys are doing good. Get a VBL. That's one way of doing it. A little bit of butt implants. Who said no? Did Dimitri sell again? No, Dimitri was actually fine today. No problems with Dimitri today. I mean, the longer I can stay in this DRS, the bigger the chance. Oh, yellows. No way is that Albon. Oh my god, no way. No way is that Albon.
The track is clear, green flag.
I think it's Alex Albon.
I've got information.
Let's go!
Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
That is huge. That is huge. If I can try and find a way to hold off Carlos Sainz for 11 laps, there might be a chance, chat. There might be a chance. We're going to have to go super defensive against Carlos Sainz. And just pray his tyres fall off. It's still alive, chat. The top 10 dream is still alive. Here goes Sainz around the outside. Down towards Cops. Oh, he's gone wide. FIA. He passed me off the track. He needs to return the position. He passed me off track. Nuh-uh. How old are Sainz's tyres? Driver in front.
Okay, Sainz is ahead of you, and the time last lap, 1 minute 30.9. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. Okay, we're dropping back.
Still not bad.
4/10 a lap. Give it everything you got.
They're still not bad. Bro, he passed me off the damn track.
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Nuh-uh. I don't want to lose a top 10 like this, chat. Not from illegalities. Problem is, I don't have as much pace as him. He's quicker than us right now. Just got to try and do something to stay with him. You know what to do, a cop sent a message, yep. Got to be close enough, first of all, though. Got to be close enough. Come on.
Okay, let's try and overtake them now.
Just as someone on TikTok say, hey, it's the cleanest driver in CS. Well, I mean, he has got a few cleanest driver awards from the game. Take with a pinch of salt, though, minds. Battery cooked bad. Yeah, I'm struggling with battery a lot. I think I lost DRS. That's a new PB, 30.5, but I think I've lost DRS. No, come back. There's a video of him bidding Karim. Oh, it'll be a satire comment then. That'll be a satire comment. Yep. There he goes, chat. That's it. Wave goodbye to top 10.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking
Wave goodbye to top 10. Holding up sight our only chance, but I think it's going to fall away. Only hope now is a safety car or a DNF to someone in front. That's the only way to get into our top 10, I think. We're pulled away from Stroll, okay. 2.8 the gap now, so I'm not too concerned about that, but I was really hoping that one stop could cook up some points. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. But let's keep pushing. You never know what could happen. Someone may end up getting an issue in these last 10 laps. Just give it everything to the end and see what happens. Hayden's clearly just driving a cope harder.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Ah! Okay. Maybe don't touch grass. No worries, Storm. Have a go on, mate. Appreciate the raid again, dudes. Could always magically lose the front wing and pound a safety car. There is always the magic option, that is true. But they do say that magicians never reveal their tricks. Super to Carlos. He's still pulling away. Come on, someone just have like a puncture or something. To be fair, the gap between Alonso and P7 is huge. Sorry, P8 actually. That's literally like a 20-second gap, basically. So even if someone ahead of us gets a puncture, we're not guaranteed to get past them at the moment. Alright, I thought something increased. I think so. I'd imagine they are. Is there a specific one for AI? I think there's just one generally, no? What up, man? How's it going, dudes? Three seconds of Stroll. Gap sloping there. I do unfortunately feel like this might be a bit of no man's land to the end. Unless there's some late drama.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by.
I do think this will probably
3 seconds.
be it to the end. As long as it's not us causing the drama, obviously. That'd be ideal. I think it's a general one. Yeah, I think that's set to increase. Well, Deadcore, got some engine mods now. We do indeed. We do indeed. General follow-up for all second saying for Sarah to player faults. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, AI cars can get like technical faults, like not just engine failures. They can also get like I think battery issues and things where their car's very slow for a few laps and they pick up again. But I don't think we've had one this year. We've had engine failures for the other drivers. We've not had... I've not noticed them have any technical faults. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Six to go, come on. Someone spice it up a little bit. I dare you. Someone spice it up. 4.3 to science already, damn. Not ideal. What engine sound we go for? We're using the V8s right now. Last crew we used the V10s, but now we're using a Brawn. It's only right we use the V8. 2.4 litre, naturally aspirated V8s. I think they're 2.4 litre. Pretty sure they are. Flat out cops in third. That's one way to lose the gearbox. Oh, God. That could have very easily been a penalty, that. Very, very easily. Alonso's 9 seconds away already as well. Ah, man. I think even if those medium tyres wear down, I think it's still too far a gap to catch. 5 laps to go. Any driver career coming soon? We'll probably do a driver career after we finish this My Team. Whenever that may be. .6 to Stroll. Gap continues to open against the Canadian. Actually, downshifted that. Magical safety car for softs. Yeah, if we get a safety car right now, we are bolting on those soft tires immediately. I don't know if the AI would do the same, to be honest. The AI do tend to like to stay out on the late safety cars. I don't know why. They prefer track position. Who's on our team? We have Mark Webber and Enzo Fittipaldi as our drivers. We're racing as Mark today, obviously. Enzo's our teammate, and he's running, I think, last. I'm pretty sure he's plumped last. Still don't understand how the close softs last that long. No idea. The AI with their soft tires just did not get anywhere whatsoever. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, like I say, after qualifying, once I've done a couple laps, the left side was on like 8 or 9% after one lap. So over a race, you know, you're probably not getting past 10 laps like that. So I have no idea how the AI can do it. No idea. I do feel like they might need a bit of a retune around Silverstone with their tyre wear. AI tube and tyre wear? Yeah, especially around here, though. Like, I've noticed so far this... Well, I've not really paid too much attention to it, but... This season, it felt like the AI tyre wear wasn't too bad, but... Today? Yeah, that was nuts. Absolutely nuts. Their computer programmed to cheat, literally. I mean, they do actually cheat. Once you get to 101 AI, they are genuinely programmed to cheat. When you get to 101 AI... The way the AI is coded is their base, like every 1 AI you go after 101, the AI lose more and more weight in their car, whereas the player car doesn't. Why driving as Weber instead of Button? We couldn't afford Button, unfortunately. He's we're talking to him though. We're talking to him. There was some reduced dirty air. I don't know if they get any, to be honest with you. I've had the AI following me and stuff like that, and they just don't react whatsoever. I've seen them following each other, and they don't react whatsoever either. I really question whether the AI actually get dirty air. And that's what I mean. I do feel like the AI in this game really isn't, unfortunately, all that. The dirty air is great for online racing, but in single player, it's kind of annoying because the AI doesn't get hit by it. And that's kind of why I prefer the F124 AI. Sure, they were like very different track to track, and sometimes they'd be very OP, sometimes very underpowered. UP. But at least, like, you know, if you found the right AI level for the track, they'd be quite fun to race against. It's not quite like that in this game, unfortunately. Because, as I said, they don't get hit with the tyre issues. Their tyre temps are all locked. They don't get dirty air like we do. They lose weight when you go higher up in the AI. Which, to be fair, was also a thing in previous games as well, but... What was Spanish GP like for dirty air? In career modes or in online? .5 to Stroll. Last few laps, chat. Unless there's a terminal issue to occur in front of us. Unfortunately, looks like we are going to finish outside the points today. We gave it a good go. We tried something different with the strategy. And it nearly paid off. Well, probably about a 10-second difference
Increasing the
payoff.
gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
No more development put into the AI. I really hope there is. I mean, I do get the complexity of it, though. The AI is a very, very fine bit of coding. And changing one line can break the entirety of the AI. So they've got to be very careful with that. I understand why it's complex to change. But, yeah, there needs to definitely be some changes. Oh, boy, hello. I would love a safety car. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too late for one. However, if someone in front of us wants to suddenly have their engine smoke, that's cool with me. Perfectly cool with me. Is the car improving? Slowly but surely. They hold up every single lap for the entire race? Yeah. I've not seen them get a single battery issue in this game. I don't think I've ever seen their red light flash on the back of their car. So I do question their battery usage as well. Here we go, penultimate lap. Second to last lap of the race. Will there be anything in front of us that could get us into the points? We've given it everything we can today. We tried something different in the strategy. We knew the pace was going to be difficult. And unfortunately, the strategy just wasn't quite as good as it could have been. But obviously, not being able to use the soft tyres didn't really help either. Done a race around once with a few friends that AI don't use battery into turn 1. And they're still really quick in the straights, right? Which is quite scary. I've heard that the Monza AI is very good. Even if you run 0-0 wings, apparently.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 10.8 seconds.
This is why I drive 99 AI. Yeah, I feel like if I drove 99 AI, I'd probably win most races. So the AI in general are just very strange. Very, very strange. How long does one race take when it's 52 laps? It depends on the track.
And let's bring it home.
Silverstone's quite a long track, but has slightly less amount of laps compared to like Austria, for example. So I think we started this race at like, what, 10 past 7? So close to an hour and a half. 107 next race. What track is next? George Russell wins. Fair play. George Russell wins in his home Grand Prix. Should be very happy with that. Lando Norris taking the fast lap right at the end. Looks like there was a big scrap for the win towards the late stages. Is it Spa? I thought it might have been Hungary or something like that, but... Kings Lynn has colonized Milton Keynes. Hey? Where are we in the constructors? P5. Although I think... Actually, do we? Maybe we just about stay P5 after this. I'm not sure. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the final sector, the final few corners of the British Grand Prix. Like I say, we tried something different with the strategy. It didn't quite pay off. The pace wasn't quite there, so we had to try something different. We gave it a go. Unfortunately, we're just shy of points by 13 seconds. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, P11 is where we finish. Tough one to take, man. We thought points might have been a possibility today, but we do fall short by that one position. A good effort, but no points on the board today for ourselves, unfortunately. On to the next one. On to the next one.
Best on the track, it's George Russell who wins.
How many other drivers did the one stop? I think a good few of them did.
Today,
No top 10? Yeah, we tried. We tried. Definitely got cloudy towards the end, didn't it? That's more like the Brunei, I know. If AI went a second faster lap, it would fix so much for so many. Wouldn't have to run 110 all the time, which means they had more realistic weight and reduce their traction and straight line problems. Yeah, I do wonder if that's something they might consider, is if they can, like, increase the overall pace of the AI. Maybe that would fix a few things. The problem is, if they do that, would that actually impact their straight line speeds? Like, yeah, they'd be quicker in the corners, which is a problem, but I don't know if it'd fix their straight line speeds.
Well done to George Russell.
Mercedes are back. I think they've won a few races this season, I think. George Russell definitely won a couple, I'm pretty sure. Or because Sainz over took off track. Facts. He was 100% off track, by the way. 100%. I'm not hearing otherwise. Not hearing it. Oh, man. GG's, chat. We gave it everything, but unfortunately, we are unable to score points in our home Grand Prix. It would have been great, but, yeah, Carlos Sainz does pip us to that P10. We start P12, and we finish P11. Lewis Hamilton, though. Lewis Hamilton had a great race. He finished P4 after starting P13. Not a bad race at all for the 7-time world champion. So Lewis Hamilton, I guess we've got to call him now as well, haven't we? Yeah, we'll have a look at the replay in a moment with the first lap and stuff like that. But George Russell does finish up in P1, wins his home Grand Prix. Verstappen in second, Lando in third, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Antonelli, Charles Leclerc, Piastri, Alonso, and Sainz all in that top 10. We finish P11 with Mark Webber. We improve on one position over the race, but unfortunately wasn't quite enough to get them points. We was hoping we could, but we fall short today, unfortunately. Our teammate Enzo Fittipaldi finishes P20. He doesn't finish last, chat. Even on track, he doesn't finish last. Bortoletto finished last out of all the runners. Alex Albon was the only DNF in today's race. He probably would have finished ahead of us as well, had we have not had that issue. Or he had that issue, sorry. In terms of Drivers' Championship then, so Mark Webber still in P9 for the time being. Then Carlos Sainz does get 1 point closer to him. Enzo Fittipaldi, I think, has dropped down to P14. I think it was P13 going into this weekend. So, yeah. Ends up being P14. Not bad at all, but hopefully in the next race we can try and just find some more points, bump ourselves up a little bit. Constructors' Championship, Aston Martin, 1 point behind us, is, yeah, very tight for P5 right now. We're very far down on Mercedes, 120 points nearly down on Mercedes in P4, but 1 point separates ourselves and Aston Martin. Williams in 7th, only 10 points behind us. Then you got Haas, Alpine, Racing Bulls, and then Sauber still had to score a point this season. Right, let's have a look at the replay, shall we? Let's have a look at that turn 1. That was the big moment at the early stages, wasn't it? Green Chak said is adding tenths per second every lap. Yeah, but I try and be smart about where I read chat and stuff like that. I don't like trying to do it too much through corners when I'm on straights and things. Let's see this turn 1. I mean, I'm literally being pushed. I'm literally being pushed over there. Let's get rid of the timing boards. Are we 4 wide? Oh my god, we're 4 wide. I thought we were 3 wide. We're 4 wide at turn 1. Oh man, we got an unbelievable start though. 4 wide turn 1. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, we definitely would have gained, like, what, 3 places there? I think we ended up getting 2, which wasn't too bad, but, yeah, nice little scrap Alonso there. Going deep there, cost that position in the end, though. Oh, man. What lap was the, Sainz overtake off track? I think it was in the 40s, right? I think here, lap 41. I think it was this one. Oops. Nope. Hold on. I messed it up. There we go. Think it was this lap. Good defending on the inside there. Nuh-uh! Nuh-uh! Not even close. Not even close. That's like Verstappen on Hamilton in Bahrain 2021. He should be disqualified. Disgusting. I mean, we were a bit tired giving him room, but we definitely left enough space for him to keep his tires on. Definitely enough room on the track to keep his tires on. Unbelievable. Need VAR on that one, I think. Need VAR. Unreal. Unreal. I guarantee if we did that, we'd get the give the position back thing, by the way. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh, man. You kind of forced him out. I tried to leave room. Obviously, going too wide through cops is very tricky. But I tried to leave as much room as I could. And I did leave just a bit. But still, you know. I don't know. Me, personally, I'm giving a disqualification. No bias or anything like that. The intensity is heated between ourselves and Aston Martin now, apparently. Because we're only 1 point ahead of them. I don't know how many races we got left, but I assume that'll be getting pretty tight. That's legal, but don't overtake a car that's spinning around because that's a yellow flag from said one car. Facts. Yeah, you got to give that position back. What are you thinking? You can't overtake a stop car. You have to stop behind him and just wait for him. You might get DSQ'd, but, you know, that's on you. Should just wait. That's how the game wants to think, anyway. We had a development fail. That's not ideal, is it?
Bad news, boss. It seems one of the parts we were developing has failed. We'll need to head back to the development area.
We have got a few things come through, which is good. What was it? Was it chassis? No, it wasn't. Durability. That's fine. We can do that again. I don't really mind durability fails too much. As long as we get chassis and powertrain in, I don't particularly mind. Right. Let me sort the audio volume out again real quick, because it gets very loud in here all of a sudden. Right. Can I bring up team standings again? I can indeed. Results. There you go. That's the constructor standings right now. So we sit P5, just over under 100 points up. Sorry, down on Mercedes, and then 1 point up on Aston Martin as well. So loads of points you can't use. We have actually just got the trees unlocked for the chassis and the powertrain, so we can start spending those points again. The problem is they'll just start telling up again once we hit the end of that tree. So yeah, I don't know what it is. My R&D is ridiculous. I get so many points. So many points. Driver talks. Yeah, we've got driver talks happening right now. I don't think we can do anything with that at the moment. Driver talks, yeah. Wait, why has it gone back to... Why are the talks not progressing? Does that just go up slowly over time? Or why is the talks not progressing here? We're in the early talks with Jensen. We are working towards having an initial face-to-face meeting. Talks not yet progressed enough for us to negotiate any reduction to Jensen's signing bonus. Talks not yet progressed enough, far enough for us to make Jensen a formal offer. Okay. Did you just start the talks? I think we did it a couple races ago. I thought we'd have had a little bit of progress by now, but I guess not. Right, let's get back to research development, shall we? So, we got research done there. We can't do any more on the aero just yet. We're still waiting on the chassis tree to come in. We can finally, obviously, do the research for the powertrain, but they've already got something going there. And can't do anything on the durability yet either. So, not a surprise we stack up so many points. Just can't upgrade anything at the moment. It should go up over time until you can meet. Okay, we'll keep eyes on it. Right, let's do a DRS upgrade on the second car. I don't know when the next Grand Prix is, but hopefully we get that done in time. Powertrain will get this one done. And then durability, I think we've got something going there. That's good. And then we'll assign this upgrade onto Webber's car. And that brings us to 21 parts so far. Cool. We should be getting a good few more coming here. Let's see. Looks like we got a good few weeks until the next Grand Prix. Corporate facility. What's this? Did you delay the talks when the option came to go to a meeting? I don't think so. I don't recall seeing that. The board has requested a comprehensive presentation outlining our long-term financial sustainability strategy. We need to carefully select the right team and key areas to ensure a strong and confident delivery for this crucial meeting. We should take charge to lead the presentation as face of the team, or a head of corporate should lead the presentation. It's got to be ourselves. We are the face of the team. Well said. We're the face of the team. We've got the reputation and the recognition. Got to be us. Got to be us. Right. Here we go. Lots of stuff coming through here. Chassis breakthrough. Good. We'll get more stuff on the...
Bit of an update here.
Oh, nice. Here we go. What was the result? Owner experience. Nice. We'll take that. W. I am Brawn GP. Yes, we are Ross Brawn. I don't think you can name your team manager, can you? But... either way. Okay, good. We have got the chassis upgrades come through finally. So... well, not the upgrades, but the tree. So we can start making some weight reductions to the car. Now we can finally compete against the AI, right? That's how it works. What else can we do on the research area? We could do one more development here. That's good. That's on the front downforce. Powertrain. We'll do another ERS upgrade. And I think after that we might do another engine power upgrade. That would be nice. And durability can't do anything there right now either. Okay, that's good. Right, let's have a look at development. Let's do... okay, we've got a lot of aero stuff we need to develop here. We should really get another slot here, shouldn't we? We have so much development we can make on the aero, but we just can't do it. Because we've only got one slot. Probably need to get another one in there, don't we? Right, let's get the rotor speed going there. That arrives in time for Netherlands in a few races' time. There we go. And then durability. We'll do the energy stored there. There we go. This should be evening out the cars a bit, because I'm focusing on getting all the cars equal. That'd be ideal. Yo, Matt, thank you much for the raid again, dude. I appreciate that, buddy. Both cars are 22 parts. Nice. There you go. Thank you much, Matt, for the raid. Hope you had a good one, dude. Unfortunately, I've joined us towards the end of our stream as well, to be fair. Getting close towards 9 p.m. is like our finish time, so... appreciate the raid regardless, dude. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome from Matt's stream. Yeah, we should be able to get one more now, because we just had the thing come through there. So we need the development slot available, don't we? What will do that? 10 resource points, aero department. Develop 2 upgrades at the same time. I think that's the right one, right? Yeah, develop. It's not research, so... cool. That should get that one done. Can we do another one as well? If we could get another one going, that'd be great. Let's do upgrades. 2 upgrades at the same time in your powertrain department. Yeah. Nice. Okay, 2 upgrades coming through the engineering side. That's good. We should hit phase 2 very soon, shouldn't we? We should not be far away from phase 2. Right. Messages. Chassis development breakthrough. Good stuff. Sweet. I think that's everything, chat. Oh, I forgot some activities. I am so bad at remembering activities. I kind of wish there was a way where it would do it automatically without you have to go there. Because I keep forgetting activities. Keep forgetting it. Yeah, we finished P11 in the end, Oscar. We finished P11. Passes, thanks for following to show, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in. Was it R9? Indeed. How are you handling the traction? This game, my car seems to spin even in 4th gear. Try and be a little bit more gentle on the throttle. Maybe being too aggressive. Maybe your car's not quite strained up enough to go into 4th gear and go full throttle. So try and take it a little bit easier on the throttle. P11 Surge? Yeah, it's very close. There's a button for auto activity, auto force for you. Yeah, but you have to go into activities to do that. I mean, like, just doing it itself without me having to sell it to, basically. Because I keep forgetting to do activities. That's the problem. So if it did it for me without me having to, like, click a button, that'd be fine. But, yeah, the only way to do that is
Chief,
by doing it yourself, basically.
that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development.
I don't think we can, Matthias, mate. I think they've got everything developing already, buddy. Yep, I'm afraid so. But I would love to do develop them as well. Don't worry, mate. I would love to. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, there we go then. That will do us for the night here in Silverstone. Unfortunately, a home Grand Prix, we couldn't quite score any points. So, unfortunately, we do fall short here in Silverstone, but hopefully we can come back in Belgium, Spa-Francorchamps. I've heard the AI is a bit easier there, so maybe we can try and score some good points in Belgium. But that'll be the next one, my favorite track as well, and hopefully we can try and get back to point-scoring ways, just like we did in Austria when we got a P4, and score some good points out in the Ardennes. But that for the night, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do it here in Silverstone. Team needs a secretary to assign activities. I like that idea. That should be an upgrade. That should definitely be a corporate upgrade. You get the things done for you. You have to press a button, so difficult. Yeah, but the problem is remembering to press that button. I keep completely forgetting about activities generally, so yeah, it's on me, but like, it's annoying. Very annoying. Maybe it needs to be like a message about it saying, do activities or something, I don't know. What were results? We finished P11 with Mark Webber, and Enzo finished P20, I think. So, yeah, no points today, but hopefully next time we'll get points in Belgium. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the night then here in Silverstone. Unfortunately, we do fall short. No points for us in Silverstone, but next time we have the Belgian Grand Prix, where hopefully we can try and get some good points there. But that will be on Monday's stream. This weekend, of course, we have Creator Series on Saturday, and then on Sunday, of course, we'll be doing our open lobbies, and then, of course, the community race around Austria as well. So if you enjoy the community race, make sure you join Discord. Has predictions been paid out? I think so. I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it has been. Yeah, it got paid out. It got paid out. If you didn't get your points, maybe refresh. Sometimes it doesn't assign it to your refresh, so. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to raid over to Mr. Hello? Hope not Mr. Miss Dana Ray. She's live right now, of course, playing some Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I have no idea what that game is, to be honest with you, but she's played it quite a bit recently. If you guys know Dana, I'm sure you will do know her by now, but she's a big F1 fan herself. Of course, my lovely girlfriend from across the seas as well, so do drop her a follow if you haven't already. She's a full-time content creator, so if you guys can leave lurks and stuff like that, it would help her out massively. So do drop her the love and show her a follow if you haven't already as well. Give the best of raids up in the chat. I'm back with you guys on Saturday, ready for the Creator Series around Austria. It's a double header as well. So we're doing, I believe, a normal 50% Austria, and then after that, a reverse 50% Austria. So, yeah, reverse layout Austria, my first time doing that. I got to get a bit of practice in, because I've not done a lot of reverse layouts this year. So, yeah, hopefully we can have a good race on Saturday. But until then, have a fantastic rest of your night. I'm hopefully going to watch the F1 movie tomorrow as well. I'll let you guys know on Discord what I thought of it. But until Saturday, sorry, have a fantastic rest of your night. A great day tomorrow. And I'll see you guys on Saturday, ready for the Creator Series, round number 5, I think. Good night.